And happy Saturday and welcome to YouTubers United. Another Saturday. What's going on? Buenas noches.
¿Cómo estás?
What is happening? Man,
What is happening? What's going on?
It's a beautiful Saturday night.
I know, right? I know. Everyone, hope have a good week. And before we start, Mickey Bunch, welcome once again to YouTubers United. How are you today?
Thank you. So happy to be here.
I know I'm happy as well. Thanks for being here. Live. What's going on? How are you guys?
What's happening? It's just
everybody.
a beautiful day, getting some sun, social distancing here in California with the weather super nice right now. So it's a good time.
I hear, and I know we got some stories, so good stuff. Yeah, my man, ¿cómo estamos? How are you?
Bien. Thank you for having us again, man. Definitely.
Hell yeah, no problem.
I'm ready to get it started, for sure.
Hell yeah, looking forward to it, man. And for the first time in our live stream, Pepper Tree Philip. What's going on? How are you?
How you doing? Good to be here.
Yes, no, thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. So let's start real quick. How was your weekend? Weekday, and how your weekend start, guys? Anyone could start.
Yeah, well, we just today we went over to Knott's Berry Farm because they're serving up the chicken to go. So
Nice.
Getting that chicken, bringing it back, having a little picnic with a friend, and just enjoying the weather. And then tomorrow, Mother's Day, so we got family that is coming over, and we're going to do a little celebration there with some food and stuff.
When we say family, we mean my daughter and my son-in-law and my granddaughter. It's not like we have.
Yeah, we're not throwing a party with like 100+ people. Don't worry.
By the way, happy Mother's Day before I forget.
Thank you.
Yes,
Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Good. Was a lot of people going to the parks and getting the chicken or what?
Yeah, for Saturday it was pretty good. It was about at least a half-hour wait in line, right about a half hour, I think. And as we were leaving, people were coming, so the line wasn't getting any shorter. So and like you said earlier, the online. I tried to order online, but it wouldn't let me until 7 p.m. and that was at 10 in the morning. So that means that many people had already bought chicken online to come and pick up. So
Yeah,
they're selling it.
I didn't want to get in line. I wanted to curbside pickup, but then we just didn't have the option.
Yeah, so we had to go and mingle with everybody and practice social distancing. So it was a good practice for what's to come in California. I know you guys are already open for business somewhat, so more than we are. So it was. I think it's good for people to get out there and kind of practice this a little bit because when you start forming, it was kind of showing like what it's going to be like when you get into a line. People want to condense. Yeah, they feel the urge to get to the closest to the front, even though you're not going anywhere. And that seemed to be happening. And it's like, dude, don't worry, you're not going anywhere. Just you can keep your distance. But we're just so used to being told to even move forward.
I think everybody did pretty good though. Just the people in back of me were a little on me.
Yeah, for the most part, most people did good. So that was good.
Good. And I'm glad that they have fun and and yes, Florida is opening a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. Real quick before we continue, Mel, thanks for being here. Lynette, thanks for being here. Lara, Mar, who am I here? Orlando 360, Jeffrey, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot for the support. What about you? How's your week?
So far, very quiet, man. But tomorrow we're actually going to take a drive up to the desert and drop off, flowers and for the grandmas and the moms and stuff like that. So I'm excited. It'll be the first time driving, other than because I still work. I'm still working, but it'll be the first time driving with Brittany anywhere in like almost 2.5 months. So
nice.
It's little things like that. It's crazy. So other than that, I'm just ready for California to open. I'm ready to, of course, with all the precautions, go back to the parks and just get back to it, get back to life.
Yeah. Good, man. Good. That's good stuff. Pepper, Pepper Tree Villa. What's going on, brother? How's your week so far? I know live streams, that's for sure, but
You know, yeah, I live stream every day. The days just seem to be blending in with each other. It's hard to tell when a weekend is anymore. Working from home and with the way things are closed down, it's just odd. But you know, we're getting along. We're getting along pretty good. Plugging along with getting things done around here, as well as also getting work done for the office.
good stuff. I got a message for you there. It says, "Who let Arnie on tonight?" Good, man. Good stuff. What about you, Kelly?
Thanks, Ben.
How's it going? How about your
Well,
week?
I,
Sorry.
like you, have Thursdays and Fridays off. So
Yes.
today was my Monday. But Thursday and Friday, they had opened the beaches last Friday. So we went to Ponce Inlet, where the lighthouse is, and there's a beach there. And Ken went fishing, and I went just walking up and down the beach. There weren't that many people there. They were definitely social distancing, but they were like kind of like super friendly, I think. Like people were waving and like, hey, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
You know, really chatty, but you know, social distancing. It was super nice. We loved it so much. The weather's been perfect, like 73 degrees, ocean breeze, awesome.
That's nice.
So we went back to the beach yesterday. We went to Daytona Beach and had the best time ever. So
Wow,
so
nice.
It's good to be out, you know, just out kind of with people, but not really. But just to be outside in the sun and you know, get your feet in the ocean, and it just felt really good. So
Good,
love it.
good. And we're lucky that we have sun. I know in I think it was in PA. It was snowing this today. I saw some people put in, yeah.
I
At
know.
this
I
time.
talked to some members, and they were like, "It's snowing here today."
Oh, okay. So yeah, there you go. I saw a couple of them posted in
Crazy.
Instagram. Yeah, this time it's still
Wow.
snowing,
Yeah.
which
wow.
is one was funny. Says, well, what was it? What a great Mother's Day weekend or something like that. It's
Oh, my
snowing
goodness.
and wind and storm, and was like, yep. I wish you were here in Florida for sure. All right, so Pepper Tree Villa. I mean, you were in California, right?
Yeah, Northern California.
Okay, so you guys have the advantage today. It's 3-2 today. It's 3-2 today. Sorry, hey Marianne, what's going on? How are you? Sorry that Al couldn't be here. But he says hi. And, oh well for you guys.
That was funny.
Yeah, you know it is. Nah, he was working up too late, so he had to rest. So Florida is coming through, man. Josh, you were talking about it, and the malls are opening little by little. Some restaurants are open already. Disney Springs is going to open, which you had a blog as well. Disney Springs opening soon. Anything from California as we speak right now? Any news, any updates or anything like that you guys know?
Things
The only-
are still, things
the
are
only thing
still
that
opening. According to what I read from Governor Newsom, about 70% of businesses are allowed to open up now, but I don't think everyone is going to be doing that at this time. Everyone's kind of like taking their time about it, making sure they
They are.
get things done properly.
Yeah, and they're still limiting like going into stores. They're really talking about more like curbside pickup and stuff. So if you're able to do that, then that's good. And you know, but we still can't go into restaurants and you know, which you know that yet. But and what I think they're going to look at see how this goes for. I think a month. I mean, some people are saying a week or two, but I mean, I really think they're going to gauge it longer than that. And I even think that in Florida too, for you guys, they'll probably keep you in this phase for a little while. I mean, that's why maybe Disney's, you know, talking May 20th, but, you know, I don't know. They got to really see what the effect of it is. And if there is no effect, great. We'll just move on, you know?
Yeah. And think.
Disney Springs is opening, but none of the Disney
Mhm.
owned stores are opening. So I
All
think it will
third-party.
be kind of putting their toe in the water to see how it goes.
And also with that limited capacity too, it's all third party over there, and then they're going to have limited parking, limited, you know, capacity. So they just testing it out, seeing how people react, you know, because we know in certain parts of the country people are going, you know, not reacting so well sometimes. But
Right.
you know, but
Well,
hopefully.
and they are. I think they added that the employees will be wearing masks, and if you want to shop,
Yeah.
or walk around Disney Springs, you need to have a mask on. So
Yeah.
I think they are kind of testing out how are people gonna, you know, are they gonna follow the rules?
Yeah.
that-
Well, apparently characters that like the princess and stuff, they're gonna be there, but they're gonna be far away, and they won't wear a mask. So the magic doesn't break that. But you won't be able to get close to them or something like that. I was reading. So, I mean, it's a good thing because they're not gonna have a mask and stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel bad for the little girls that will go and stuff like that. But hopefully,
Oh yeah.
we
But-
get.
Did you see the promo videos for Shanghai where they showed the characters up on like a balcony or like the railroad balcony and stuff? They're kind of hinting that this is what it's going to be like for meet and greets with characters. Is they're going to be unobtainable to touch, but to see, you will be able to do it, kind of like the Oogie Boogie bash.
Yeah.
I think you went to that, so you saw how they had the characters where you
from far away.
could see them, take a picture, maybe even get a selfie with them in the background, but not really
Not
touch
next
them.
to.
No hugs or kisses.
Damn, no hugs and kisses. Man, I don't know what they're gonna do. Honestly, we'll see. We'll see. The restaurant, I'm pretty sure Disney Springs is gonna be packed, man. Even though it's a third party, it's gonna be packed. I think it's gonna be packed, and a lot of people are gonna go over there.
Oh yeah.
The outlets,
Yeah.
the outlets actually was open. Is where the Character Warehouse is, the Disney Character Warehouse store. But a lot of stores are not open. Not even the Character Warehouse. But there wasn't a lot of people. At least they have that 6 feet thing, and the bathrooms they have one that you can use the soap to wash your hands, and another one you can't. So they're taking a lot of. Man, there's something wrong with my mic today. I don't know where it is falling down, but but it's hopefully everything will go back to normal sooner than later. Sooner than later. I just wonder how you're gonna go to Magic Kingdom because they can't use the monorail.
Well,
I
that
don't
was,
think so.
yeah, that was my thing. Is like for us, we
Yeah.
can all where our parking lots are, we can walk to
Mhm.
the park. But for you guys, you have to either take a bus, a monorail, or a boat. There's no other way, right? I mean, it's a long walk if you're trying to walk that. I don't even know if they have walkways.
Do you think they could run them, but with social distancing, maybe every other car?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It just means more. I mean,
Because it's going to be diminished capacity at the parks. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
be.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe.
less people there, so they can probably do every monorail's designed a little different than ours, and ours would be social distance in it. But the tram, I can see them doing maybe every other seat or row or something. But it's once you're on a tram and it's moving, it doesn't matter if you're every other row. The person in front of you is blowing into you, so what's the
You want to
difference?
be on the front row, right, Josh?
Right? Yeah.
You want to be in the front.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe you can sit. Well, it's gonna be a lot of bosses, man. If we go to the bosses, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Well,
Hopefully.
Josh brings up a great point. I mean, most of the parks you can't just get to,
Yeah.
True.
if you don't have a car. And even if you have a car, you can't get to Magic Kingdom.
So maybe a lot of bosses. You can sit one here, one over there, like that, like a zigzag kind of thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But then the other
That's
thing
just
is,
Create
it's gonna be
lines.
crowded. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the first thing. And then, well, remember they're gonna have like 50% or maybe less. At least it was 50%. It's still a lot of people. I know. I know. It's a lot of
So
people.
let's say 24,000 people show up. Most of them are showing up within the first 2 hours, right? So I mean, you're gonna have huge, especially at the beginning when they're first opening. Everyone's going rope drop. How are they gonna handle that? Like, where are you gonna even put the people? Do they even allow people to get into the parks for rope drop? Are you even allowed onto Main Street to get to a rope drop, or do they just say, nope, we're not letting you in until actual opening time?
Or
Yes.
stagger, maybe? Like, I don't know. Like, stagger letting people in? I don't know.
I'm just
It's
imagining the lines to get into Disney just for Galaxy's Edge or just for the new ride, how condensed and how packed it was. And even, when DCA is closing down and people are jumping over to Disneyland or vice versa, how condensed and crazy that gets. How do you control that crowd to get into the park is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, are they going to put little blocks everywhere for like a little
I mean, I don't
checkerboard
know
or
how you
something?
did, because you guys know at Disneyland, I mean, even on, maybe spring break or during the summer, sometimes the lines will go from the, near the turnstiles all the way back to where the resort buses are.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, packed in like sardines. So
Yep.
I don't know.
That's why, like, here in California, I don't think Disneyland's. You guys are obviously going to open up way before us, so
Mhm.
we'll see what happens over there. But
Yeah.
Disneyland, I mean, we're looking at the last stage for them to open up because of the crowds and stuff. So I don't see them opening up for a little while for sure.
Yeah, and even when they do open up, it's going to be very difficult to monitor those crowds coming into that entrance plaza.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
that's why I think they're not going to open. They're not going to be allowed to open up for a while because you almost can't do it. Almost can't social distance the way in California they want you to. So
I'm like,
that's why they're saying we can't open up until this is pretty much, there's some sort of, I don't want to say vaccine or just some sort of medicine or something that can help along, because that's kind of what the stage says. No large gatherings until they have some sort of, you can't say cure, but some sort of vaccine or medicine to help this.
I'm kind of curious. Everybody wants to take a picture right when you get into Disneyland with that big Mickey. If you're a new person, like, what do you do about that?
Well, someone is mentioning something about virtual queues, and there is the possibility of staggering the arrival time of various guests. You get a reservation for a time between 7:30 and 8. Others get to 8:30. That would somewhat monitor the flow of people coming in,
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
a good one.
but still be
Yeah.
difficult to do.
It's still hard to, because even though you're staggering, people they're gonna show up early no matter what.
Yeah.
They're like,
I
my
was just
reservation's at
thinking that
10 a.m., but I'm gonna show up at 7 or 8 a.m. And
Yeah.
so how do you even control that? It's just
Since-
I'm really curious to see how they do it logistically, because it's gonna be a miracle if they
I
pull
know.
Yeah,
it
it's gonna be
off.
insane.
And we're doing
They're talking
80s and
about-
90s where they're like Mervin's open.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yaya, go ahead.
No, they're talking about October for Disneyland. October, November. It's like, wow.
Wow.
So that's the rumor for all the cast members that were saying.
Well, because it's
October.
it's another 2 stages for us in California.
Yeah.
So we're not even in. We're just started stage 2, which is like your stage 1,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and your Disney World might be open in your next stage or phase, as they call it over there. But here, they're talking the last stage to be
Yeah.
able to open up.
Yeah.
So there's still 2 more stages to go before you can even get to Disneyland or
Yeah.
any theme park for that matter.
I mean, I think Disney World won't open probably as soon as people expect, just because, like, they are opening Disney Springs, but they're not opening Disney-owned stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Disney is really taking this slow,
And I
because
think,
they do need to work out all the things we've just talked about. How do
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get people to behave?
and
And,
even when they do
No
open up,
Halloween park.
yeah, even when they do open up, I don't think it's going to be every park that'll open up as
No.
well. They'll do it again in phases.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing that I see is that, are you gonna control the people inside the park when they walk around and stuff like that? Sorry, they're cleaning my room next to it. I don't know if you heard the vacuum, so I apologize. It's gonna be for a
Nice.
little
I
bit.
want somebody to vacuum my
I
house.
know.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Please,
My bad.
yeah,
my
here.
room.
My bad. But I mean, okay, I understand that part, and I think it's gonna be a little bit of a mess. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Honestly, I'm like you guys. I can't wait to see how. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
wait.
I mean,
Hey.
Not the phrase, but
like,
what about inside the park? How you can control the people walking through Main Street?
I think people get comfortable and then they forget about the social distancing.
it's true.
Because today when I was at Nutz, they kept brushing up on me. So the only option I had was to kind of get out of the line and go diagonal from them, because they kept getting on me. And I think because I was in the pie line and Juan was in line waiting for his food, like for his number to be called. And then when Josh found out that you could buy the pie when you ordered the chicken, I went to stand in the line for the store to get the boysenberry juice. So when I did that, me and Josh called and we traded. So he gave me the number for the food, but there was a gentleman there. I think he just saw me like back in the pie line, So when they called our number, I went up to get the food, and he just came and like, oh, excuse me, like, what number did they call? And I was like, dude, you're too close, you know? And so I was like, oh, they called 51. And he stayed there. And so I kind of scooted, you know, but he kept scooting with me. Like, he was like right up kind of like on me. I was like, okay, there's just nothing I can do. So I just waited, and I kept trying to move.
Actually, there is something you can do. And at this point, you just have to be rude. That's all you can do. I had a similar situation at Trader Joe's. My people that follow us on our show know how much I love Trader Joe's, but I was just downright nasty to this guy that kept trying to push me forward. And I said, dude, back up. I'm serious. And he said, well, he tried to respond by saying, well, I'm serious too. Like, no, I don't think you are. And it made everyone uncomfortable around me, but it had to be done. They have to understand. 6 feet is 6 feet.
My little Latina self would get caught on a phone live stream, you know, rolling around like Lilo.
Midlife vibes beats up lady at Nutz.
Yeah, I gotta just keep myself, because I get I'm like, great, now I'm live, you know, at Knott's Berry Farm. I just wanted chicken, so
you definitely almost have to be vocal. It's a tough situation. But hey, Gonzo, I wanted to ask you, hey, are you changing your opening date for Walt Disney World now that Disney Springs isn't opening till May 20th?
Man, you know what? I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna leave it. See what happens.
All those people who picked, what did they pick, May 24th? Some of them, like I'm like, Disney Springs open up May 20th. There's no way Disney World's opening up May 24th.
Yeah. No, I have the July. So hopefully, maybe June 1st, man. I don't know.
Oh, yours is further out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big mystery. But agreeing with you is that people forget. I mean, I went shopping with my wife the other day because we have to get groceries. I mean, we have to.
Yeah.
And we wear a mask and all this stuff. There's people, again, without mask. And there's still places in Kissimmee. There's a lot of places that says, if you don't wear a mask, do not come in. Straight up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, in order for you to enter the store, you need a mask.
Yeah.
Which it totally makes sense.
All these won't let you go in without a mask.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. And in the radio, someone was saying that somebody stopped. The guy who's talking on the radio says, "Well, I have somebody that stopped me and says, why are you wearing a mask? This thing is over already." And the guy was like, "Sir, are you serious? Don't you realize what's going on right now?" And the guy into back and forward situation because this guy said that it's not over. Why are you wearing a mask? That's it. You don't need to wear the mask anymore.
The coolest thing is this guy in front of me, like 3 people in front of me, he had this shirt on, and it had this little, I don't know what it had on there, but it said, "Stand 2 meters back or you're going to get throat punched." I was like,
you should buy that shirt.
I know.
Yeah, well, you know, and we all know somebody or some people that just don't believe this is as serious as we probably think it is, and so you know, it's everyone has their different opinions and stuff, and it is what it is. You just kind of have to deal with it, and you know, and it's just tough.
I just kept scooting and scooting, so when I had to get my food, the glass window went so far. I was like trying to get it, and then the guy realized, okay, maybe I should move over, and then I scooted back over.
And I know how she can get, so I'm like, oh my god, please, no. I don't want to be on the news tonight.
No.
I agree. That the parks, I think right after July 4th should be open, more or less. I think we'll see some opening little by little.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know later.
And I do like that Christmas picture of you there on that icon.
Yeah. What do you think, later, Josh?
Oh yeah, I think. Well, you know, like I said, we're in California. You guys are in Florida, so you have a totally different vibe over there than we do. Yeah. But I honestly would be surprised if they open up in October or November. I mean, it really depends. Like, you know, at one point I didn't think Newsom, our governor, was going to open anything ever, but now he seems to be. I think the numbers are starting to slow a little bit and stuff. So I think he's looking at now. Okay, we're going into stage 2. You know, maybe stage 3 is in 3 weeks to a month. You know, who knows? It's tough to gauge, but that's just, you know, stage 3 is just opening up a retail store or a restaurant with social distancing guidelines. That's not even coming close to opening up a theme park or a concert venue or anything like that. Yeah. So if that happens, then stage 4, which is when that would happen, I don't see that happening before. I don't think October, but you know, it just depends on, I guess, how each month looks.
Yeah, we have to see. Yeah, can't wait though. Can't wait.
Yeah.
You know who will fix everything right now?
What?
If we're still going, MacGyver. You ever saw that series, MacGyver?
MacGyver.
Welcome
That
to
guy.
the 80s and 90s TV show. It's time to talk about the shows. MacGyver. Remember that he could do fried eggs and butter. I remember that guy.
Dude, that guy, you
You
give him a
could make, like, a
toothpick and a
machine
rubber
gun
band,
and
and he'll
paper
free
clip.
everybody.
Yep. Avocado grenades.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Clip, duct tape, and toothpick, and he's got everything solved.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
really?
doesn't matter. I mean, all of a sudden, it's shooting bullets, and you're like, how did that happen?
Something
Yeah, I know.
sticky, something sharp, and something hard. That's all he needed.
That's what we needed.
I mean, he was
Yeah.
a mad scientist because he can make explosives out of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And that was in 1985, I think. Yeah, 1985.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was a great TV show as well. And another one that was good, it was Quantum Leap. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
Oh, I remember Quantum Leap.
I remember
Was that in
that.
the
Quantum
80s?
Leap.
Quantum Leap,
Awesome.
yes, I remember
Close to
Quantum
the
Leap.
90s, 89,
90s, right?
90,
Most of
yeah.
it? Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think I watched that one.
No,
Scott Bakula and Dean Stockwell. That was an awesome show.
I was off and on that one for sure. But how about, this is one of my favorites from the 80s, is the A-Team.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
yeah.
Dude,
What you talking about, food?
dude, so many good characters. And that van, everybody
that van
wanted
was
that
everything.
van.
It's a pimp van, yeah.
I was
Don't
thinking the same
eat my
thing.
cereal.
Yes. When you're talking about vehicles in the 80s, you can't miss
Yeah.
Dukes of Hazzard, right?
Oh,
Dukes of Hazzard.
Knight
I have it
Rider.
down. Even though
Yeah.
you know, it started in
Challenger,
79, but it
1969.
went to like 85, so
I
it's mostly
love
in the 80s.
Dukes of Hazzard and
Yeah.
Mr. Boss or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Boss Hog.
Boss Hog.
And Roscoe.
Roscoe.
I love that show.
No, Roscoe's
Yeah.
dog.
yeah.
That's
I
all,
remember
yeah.
that dog.
Dude.
What about MASH? Was that 80s or was that 70s?
You know, it
80s.
More
went
70s.
Went into the 80s.
80s, I think when it even went into the 90s a little bit.
Matt
Yeah,
ended
yeah.
in 1983.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, after 11 seasons.
I'm so dating
Wow.
myself because I love that show.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
a great
remember
show. I watched
No,
it.
we
It
just
was
think
awesome.
we saw it on reruns, Becky.
Oh, really?
Becky saw the world premiere.
Yeah, I saw the first show. No, I'm just kidding.
Even, and Kelly, you were talking about cars. Come on. Kit, Knight Rider.
Knight Rider,
Oh,
right?
I mean,
Absolutely.
How, David
Oh
Hasselhoff.
my god. I used to love that show.
Dude, I usually don't get starstruck, but when I was at DCA once, when oh my gosh, Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
Yeah.
There comes David Hasselhoff walking right by me with a big bodyguard, and I was like, and he's actually very tall, and I was like, that's David Hasselhoff. And he walked by, he's like, I think I just froze.
Good night, Disney nerds.
I love that.
Yeah, that 83 Pontiac
I
Firebird
was all
was a beast.
about Remington Steel with Pierce Brosnan. Yummy, delicious. I was like all about that show. I think I was the only one apparently that watched it, but I love that show.
Dude, so was Kit our first Tesla? Like it could
Yeah.
drive itself?
Yeah.
It was.
That was
I don't know. You have to go back even further for that one.
other than
the show from like the 60s called My Mother the Car.
Oh, I think I remember seeing a rerun
Really?
of that.
Before my time.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely before time. It was before my
Okay.
time, but man,
What was it
I was
about?
going to go into Herbie the... What
Oh,
was
the
that?
Herbie the Love Bug.
My Mother the Car was a very simple concept. A guy, his mother died. She became her
car,
spirit
right?
and transferred into a car.
there we go. I remember that.
Wow.
Well, that'll give you something
Very
to talk about in
fantastic.
therapy, wouldn't it?
So could the
Yeah.
car talk, or was it just her?
Yeah, she could talk.
Oh yeah, the car talked.
Wow.
Wow.
Of course,
So
that
we
was
give him a hard time too and everything.
things like Mr. Ed, Green Acres, Petticoat
Yeah.
Junction, all these zany comedies that just
Yeah.
make no sense. So.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
Well, Knight Rider was the first car like Tesla, like you said, Josh, but also with the first watch.
No,
A smartwatch.
Batman. What about
Yeah.
Batman?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what about the Batmobile? Wasn't
Oh.
the Batmobile
He
before
didn't
Knight
have
Rider?
well, but he didn't have a smartwatch to
He
go
never
with
had
it.
a
but
smartwatch.
He had a utility belt, but not
Yeah.
a smartwatch.
Yeah, but he used
But
to
he
talk
drove
with kids on
himself.
the smartwatch. So there you go. Just like
Oh,
a lot of
man.
things in Star Trek, a lot of things that we have right now or
Oh, yeah.
similar to it came from that whole series of Star Trek, which that's the best Star Trek ever for me. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
I haven't seen the
Beam me
new
up,
ones and stuff
Scotty.
like that. But those
I like
are
the one with Captain Picard.
yeah.
Next generation.
That was my
What's the X
jam.
generation?
I spoke to a lot of Trekkies on the phone when I worked at a TV station when Star Trek: The Next Generation was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very popular show. They loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Who was
watched a
your-
lot of that.
So let me go back a little bit. Who was your favorite character in let's say
While you're thinking, I'm gonna get a theme song
Go
stuck
for
in
it.
your head. Flipper, flipper.
Oh,
faster than
wow.
lightning.
Wow.
Na, 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 na.
Flipper. The A-Team, I'm sorry. The A-Team. Who was your favorite
A-Team.
character?
Oh my gosh.
And why? And why?
Wow, that's a. What was the crazy guy?
What's the goofy guy's name?
Yeah, I
That's
can
the one
never
I like.
remember his
What was his
Murdoch?
name?
Murdoch?
Murdoch.
Yes.
He's the one from Halloween, right? From the original Halloween.
Is it?
I think he was in there. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong.
You're probably right. Josh and I don't
I-
remember anything.
I don't know. I love Murdoch because his goofiness and craziness, but I loved Face because he was the master of disguise.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I have something to admit. I knew of the A-Team, and it was on commercials and everything, and everybody talked about it. But I honestly have never seen an episode of.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
wow.
Come
I've
on, Callie.
never ever seen an episode.
well. That's probably
You
because
either?
No.
I know
What?
Mr.
Pepper
G was
Chicken?
on it.
Wow.
Oh, I
Wow.
can't.
Kelly. That's probably because you were watching the Golden Girls or something.
Oh,
Hey,
my
that was a good,
God.
that was a good
But
show too.
I love
That was a
the
great
about
show.
Rose, Blanche, and Dorothy. And
Yeah,
I
I,
lo-
don't know.
Who,
I wanted to buy some of that fabric to make masks, but it's too expensive.
who?
Yeah, it is expensive.
Yeah. Who would think that like a teenager or a young teenager, even maybe not even a teenager, would want to watch older ladies on TV and their life? Like
I don't
it
know.
was crazy, but
They're
it
hilarious.
appealed to
They
everybody.
Were funny.
They
I
were
remember
fun,
my
man.
Yeah.
mom loved that
They
show.
were fun.
So,
Hey, when
my
I was-
mom loved
When
it.
I was in college, it was all people talked about that, and they also talked about the Jetsons.
Oh, the
my God.
Jetsons! I
God.
love the
They
Jetsons.
talked about that one too.
I'm still waiting for that flying car.
I love the Jetsons
Oh,
and
yeah.
Rosie. For Murdoch, what I liked about him is that he would irritate Mr. T, and Mr. T always wanted to kill him.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, but it was a combination that it was fun. Even in the movie that did many years ago,
Yeah.
obviously it's not the same characters, but it was still fun. Watch them
Yeah.
that interaction. It was fun, and Hannibal was good.
Oh,
Hannibal,
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he was
yeah,
the
yeah.
brain. He was the brain. But you guys ever notice that with all the shooting, bombs and all the stuff, they never kill anyone?
No, yeah,
Never.
no.
Never, never. Because
I know.
never at the end the MP will get them, or hey, Pirate Princess, how are you? Thanks for
Hey,
being here.
PPR.
PPR.
Yeah.
Or they get arrested, or they tie them in a tree or something, but they never kill them.
Yeah, and then they were kind of like MacGyvers too, because they can go to a barn and come out with a tank.
Yeah.
That's not even possible.
It's true.
You were like, wait, this thing's probably 10 by 10. How the hell they find all these
No.
parts in a 10 by 10 square?
And
But,
You know
but
what?
the little kid in me, I was like, I believed it. I was like, I want to go get into a barn. I'm gonna make a tank.
But you know what? That's more realistic than now, because on all these, I love action movies for some
Oh,
reason.
yeah.
In all these action movies, they just walk and run and they go like this and they've killed everybody with one bullet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
True. It's true.
the accuracy is not there. You just can't do
Yeah.
it. But
Oh
I
my
like
God.
I like Daytime.
And,
Yeah.
and what
21
about
Jump Street? Wow.
21 Jump Street?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
That was a-
Yeah.
Wow.
That was 90s,
Wow.
right? 21 Jump Street, 90s?
Yeah.
It was the
I
80s.
think so. Was it 80s? I thought it was 90s.
I think
Mel-
it was crossed
late
over.
80s.
There were some that
Yeah.
started in the 80s, but crossed over to the 90s. So.
What about-
Melrose Place. I have to admit,
Oh,
I watched
Melrose
Melrose Place.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I
What?
did.
Let me go back a little bit.
90210.
90210. What about that series V? V is in Victor. That there were aliens that came to Earth.
I never watched
Come
it.
on.
Never even heard
Come
of it.
on. Oh
I watched
man.
I never.
I never watched it.
Really?
But I was a young adult at that time, so
So right there,
I
I
might
have
have
to
been
look.
having
I have to
a
look.
Well,
fun.
according to the website 8485, that series was pretty good.
I have to
Aliens
go back
that
now.
these guys like humans and yeah, man, that was good.
Oh, man.
90210.
I did
Wow.
a lot of
That's
watching
right.
BET, Black Entertainment TV, dancing in front of the mirror.
I know, me too.
Dancing in front of
Soul
the
Train.
mirror.
Wow.
Soul Train.
Yeah,
Soul
exactly.
Soul Train.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
90s. I mean, let's
Thank
talk about
you.
living color, right? I mean, oh my
In living
Oh my
color.
God.
That's
You
what
ain't heard
Jennifer
it from
Lopez
me.
are.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you know where everybody knows your name?
Jim Carrey.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Cheers.
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 Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheers. Yeah.
Of course. Of
I
course.
could
Lauren,
never
come
watch
on.
Cheers when it was on originally. It was always at choir practice that night, so I'd have to miss it. And
Oh,
then
no.
I finally got
Yeah.
a VCR so I could start recording it.
Isn't
Hey,
it
Walt,
crazy
thanks
how
for being
old
here,
TV
buddy.
used to work?
I know.
Yeah.
crazy,
Streaming?
right?
What was streaming? It was
Yeah.
your VCR.
Yeah, actually, I was talking about it. I think with Walt. Walt, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you so much. From Outstock, I think we were talking about it the other day. You guys remember? I don't know if you remember the first cable box in your house. It was this
Yes.
big.
Oh,
It was
Oh,
this
yeah.
big. And you had
yes.
to, and it's like a round thing to change this channel. And you probably, when you start at the beginning, it was like 3 or 4 channels, and that was it.
Yeah.
And
I
then
was
little by
gonna-
little, you remember
This-
my dad's TV was like a big box like that.
It's
Oh
like a
my-
piece of furniture, right? I mean, it was.
It was-
Well, I was going to say, I
It was a damn
remember.
console.
you bought it to match your furniture. 'Cause it
Yeah.
was a piece
Yeah.
of furniture.
Yeah.
I remember getting in trouble because we were supposed to be asleep, and me and my brother would turn on the TV, mess with those rabbit ears to get what was it, Twilight Zone, and then
Oh, yeah.
we definitely had we were not supposed to be watching Benny Hill, but boy,
That's
we
hilarious.
Benny Hill.
did. Yeah, we would get in trouble, but he was so funny.
It was
Can't
so
make fun of
funny.
those shows today, that's for sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'd get in trouble when we were younger. Like, you're not supposed to be up
Yeah.
watching that.
Yeah.
That was a great
And
show.
Anthony
With the little
says,
static.
yeah, Anthony says that Magnum PI. My
Oh,
dad
yeah,
read
that
it.
was good.
Yeah.
Magnum PI.
Fantasy Island.
1980
The
to
plane, the
1988.
plane.
The plane, the plane.
The
Then I
We're
just
all
had
getting
to
so
go
excited,
also,
like-
the Love Boat. The Love Boat.
Oh.
coupled with Fantasy
Oh.
Island.
Exciting in you.
You know what's weird is I know the characters from the Love Boat, but I could not name one of them. But I could
Really?
recognize them all, but I couldn't name one of them. But I
That's
watched it all the
intriguing.
time.
Hold on.
Isaac?
Let me get somebody
Otan?
here, so hopefully you can help us with the Love Boat.
Oh!
Oh.
We,
You guys
He
don't
finally
remember
woke up.
You guys
We didn't
don't
know-
remember.
Oh.
Winter is coming.
You guys don't remember. Get it. I get it. You guys don't remember Captain Stubby?
Captain. Ooh,
what?
Yeah.
that's not his name, is it?
Captain Stubby from the Love Boat. Yeah.
That was his
No.
name.
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island. that was a-
Gilligan's Island.
Good too.
And you know, I used to
Al,
watch
your microphone, cut it
Taxi.
closer.
Did anybody watch Taxi?
I know.
with Danny
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually.
What made me laugh
It's
about
gonna have to
Gilligan's
be in here.
Island is that they could invent everything except for a way to get off of that darn island.
Exactly.
True.
Well,
they,
then
had, they had the
and
best
God-
stuff.
Well,
Oh,
even
so-
when they did figure it out, Gilligan always, shut it down.
Screwed it up, yeah.
Screw it up.
Yeah.
Screwed up somewhere or another.
But- I mean,
Hey.
the rich couple, how many outfits did they take to go on a 3-hour
I know,
tour?
right?
Oh, Ginger! How did she blow dry her
Hey,
hair?
they're like Mariah Carey, okay? They took a lot of outfits for a 3-hour tour.
Oh my God.
Okay, Kelly, you're a redhead with curly hair. You tell me how
Oh,
Ginger looks
man.
so good with that hair all the time.
I see me at the beach yesterday. Wow.
I wanted her to be my girlfriend so bad. Actually, I take that back. I really like the other one,
Yeah.
Marianne.
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 There's something about
better?
Marianne's that are so special.
Okay, this is
She was innocent and approachable.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is
Well, I'm not
COVID.
going to tell you what was going on in my head.
I don't know if this
He was thinking she's very approachable.
is, yeah, those are little
Oh
shorts.
my god.
Oh.
I don't know if
That,
either
you know,
one.
being from California, that like Midwestern look was like, oh.
That's why you like my little shorts, the plaid ones.
Look at magic of the mouth put laughing
I
out loud. When I was
I
a
don't
kid,
know if. Go ahead, sorry.
no, just
Oh.
that, laughing out loud. When I was a kid, I was a TV remote control for my dad.
Right? Go change your channel. Go
Yeah.
change your channel. Now, I don't know if these are 80s or
been
if these
there.
are 70s. Shauna Na and the one with Vinnie Barbarino. Welcome Back, Carter.
Both were
Oh,
70s.
yeah.
70s.
I was
Crossover, 70s, 80s.
I was in
Also,
love with
Happy
Vinnie
Days.
Barbarino.
I mean,
Happy
from
Days.
Happy Days.
I was
that
in love
went
with
into the
Bowser.
80s from the 70s, I think.
Have to be
Bowser,
was
yeah.
awesome.
I always loved Bad Boys. I was in love with Bowser.
Yeah.
And he was so
Wait, are you
ugly.
saying I'm a bad boy?
Nah.
No, she said
When I met you.
Oh,
You always marry
Shauna,
opposites.
no.
Oh, wait, what's the other one?
Don't you guys hate that? And Marianne put it there that do you remember when the TV signal will turn off at 1 in the morning? And you were like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got
You know
it.
what we're talking about? The
We'll
American
see
flag
you
was
tomorrow.
flying.
Just like
Of course,
now,
they
I was
were
never
there.
awake at 1 in the
You knew it was
morning.
the end of broadcast day.
Remember that
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
Good Time? With
Good
the kid
Times.
that went, Dynamite!
Yeah.
Oh, JJ.
That was a lot of 70s.
I
yeah.
love that
Yeah.
show. How about Sanford and Son? I love.
Sanford and
Wheezy?
Son, Yes.
Classic.
Wow.
How about Bonanza?
You big
Bonanza
dummy.
was great.
Bonanza, yes.
That was my
absolutely.
dad's show.
Okay.
That and Gunsmoke.
Oh,
Oh,
Gunsmoke was
my
good
daddy
too.
loved Gunsmoke and Bonanza too.
For me,
Perfect.
I loved
Tearing
Alf.
through these.
Oh, Alf.
Alf. I don't know why.
Alf.
I loved Alf. You know, he had that for his time. He had a raw sense of humor for his time.
yeah, you know, when one of my Christmas Santa Claus brought me a Alf, the real one.
Oh.
You know, Alf. Man, I was crying like a baby. My brother's here. Lara's my brother, if you guys didn't know.
Oh,
And
man.
I remember when Santa Claus brought me that thing, and that thing
Okay.
went everywhere with me.
Yeah.
Like everywhere, you guys, everywhere.
Oh,
There's
that's so
one.
cute.
If
There's
you
one
still
that
have one.
not everybody knew about, but the Fall Guy.
I
You guys
remember
remember
that.
Fall
God,
Guy?
the
I
six-
don't.
He went
Million Dollar
Stuntman?
Man.
the six
Yeah.
man going
Oh, I love that show. I forgot all about it.
Dude,
Fall
Fall
Guy.
Guy.
What about
It-
the one with the slee stacks?
Okay.
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost. Another good one.
Saturday morning show.
Yeah.
I like Orlando Theme Park 360. Hi, my name's Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
Daryl, yeah. Did you guys mention another one? I don't know if this was the 80s or not, though, but Perfect Strangers.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
definitely the
Oh,
80s.
You guys remember that? Was that
80s?
80s? I don't know if that was
80s,
80s. Really,
Yeah.
I
really
think it was
early.
80s. Was it
I think it
80s?
was 80s. I think.
80s to 90s, like Different Strokes. Different Strokes was another TV
Yeah,
show.
Oh,
Different
that was
Strokes.
good.
Great.
That
Oh,
was
different strokes.
Really?
Yeah, nothing good happened to any of those people, but
Yeah.
what a great! I love that show.
None of them. Really,
Yeah,
none of them.
Not like one of them. Hey, another one that started in the 70s but finished in the 80s. Three's Company.
Yeah.
On my
Jack
list.
Tripper was my hero.
What's
How-
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did we all not want to be him? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I that was my life goal, but you know, I got the
What
Mr.
about-
I just never got the
Mr.
blonde.
the landlord guy. What's his name? Mr. Oh my gosh, I can never think of his name.
Roper.
Mr.
Roper.
Roper.
Roper. I was gonna say Ripper,
Yeah.
but it's Roper.
And Mr. Furley too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Furley.
What about what's you talking about, Willis?
That's what we're talking.
Different
Different strokes?
Yeah,
Okay.
different strokes.
okay.
Different strokes.
So what was the spinoff with Trudy and the girls?
Facts of Life.
Facts of
Facts
Life.
of Life. Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the good, you take the
Take the
bad,
bad.
you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
Yeah.
There you
There you go.
That
Nice.
started in the
Nice.
70s.
I love it.
Was obsessed with was Solid Gold and the Solid Gold
Oh.
Dancers.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
I would literally videotape it and then like replay it and try to learn the dance moves and like their makeup. And
We're
I was
such twins. We're twins.
Okay. The-
I knew we were separated at birth, Becky.
I know.
I was
You
just-
have
oh
curly
my
red hair and I have
goodness.
curly salt and pepper.
My mom would say, Kelly, you're wearing the carpet out, you know, because I would just
Oh.
be dancing in front of the huge TV.
There's so many shows. Like the 80s was such a good era, and the late 70s continuing into the 80s was a good era for me anyway. Like I liked Chips.
Oh,
I was gonna
Come
say
on.
that chips.
Chips.
I mean,
Eric
as a
was
kid,
fun.
it just made
Heights
everyone want to be a
officer.
motorcycle CHP officer.
Yeah.
I was not in love with Eric Estrada. I was in love with the other guy,
John.
Oh,
John, the white guy.
John.
Becky, we wouldn't have to fight over the same man.
Yeah, see, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know why she likes white guys. What's going on?
Opposites attract. Oh, Beverly Hillbillies was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Chips and those little kids that were always on a runaway motorcycle, or the Chips kid,
Yes.
the little bow haircuts they had.
The best thing was the scenes where they're shooting them on like the abandoned freeways, or the freeways out in the middle of nowhere, and they're trying to make it look like they're going fast, but they're all driving like 20 miles an hour, and then the Chips guys come swerving in and out, and every car is perfectly, aligned for them to go in and out. I was like, oh my gosh, but I love that show.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
Or
That was a good one. Good
Oh,
one.
Do you guys ever?
how about
You guys
Alice?
ever watch Alf?
Oh my
Alf.
God.
Oh, I love it.
Alf, yeah,
I
of
loved
course.
Alice, and a part of it, the restaurant was actually a restaurant in Phoenix with the
Okay.
big coffee cup
Hey,
and
Kelly,
Yeah. Mhm.
kiss my grits.
was something slow.
How about
The
Shamil,
redheaded-
Shamazo,
Hot
Laverne and Shirley?
Incorporated,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shirley was good.
You know what I loved most about that show was watching the beer bottles or whatever bottles go through the assembly line, and they're watching them and put the little glove on it.
Yep.
It
I always
was like,
wanted to do that.
Okay, now
Yeah.
picture it. 1973. I was just a kid watching Saturday night television with my parents. That lineup on CBS was a killer lineup. We start that night with All in the Family. Then you got
Yes.
MASH, the Mary Tyler Moore Show, the Bob Newhart Show, and it finished with the Carol Burnett Show.
Oh, I love the Carol Burnett
Wow.
oh my
show.
goodness, is there a better lineup than that? That's amazing.
It was
Show me something this
it was
day and age.
unstoppable.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were such good shows.
I know.
Yeah.
That was
I
Speaking of,
remember watching All in the Family with my parents and just hearing my dad belly laugh, and it was just
Mine
the
too.
best. Just-
Happy Days. Happy Days was another
Happy
one.
Days was
I
great.
think-
The
Season of Laverne and
Fonz.
Shirley, Tuesday nights, then followed by, let's see, then the next one was Three's Company, followed by Taxi. I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was also a great
Oh,
Tuesday
yeah.
night.
Okay,
Wow.
because I was 9 years old, He-Man and the Masters of the
Yeah.
Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
just saying.
The Gray Skull.
Yeah.
But you know what I think?
Gray Skull.
For a
Don't get me
little
started on cartoons.
girl, Wonder Woman was the thing to watch.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yes.
She was
Yes.
so powerful.
Wonder Woman.
Her lasso.
And I know Tom and Jerry had
Tom
many
and
eras,
Jerry.
but Tom and Jerry was like just a go-to on Sunday morning.
That was
course.
the 80s.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
was pure 80s, man. That was when you could do anything on cartoons. Nobody
Yeah.
cared. You know?
I still,
Oh, yeah, they were so violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote, like, who cares? We're going to blow everybody up.
Yeah,
And
but
you
they
watched
should've-
Wonder Woman. Did you have the Wonder Woman Barbie doll?
Yes.
I was like, oh my goodness, right? It was like,
Yeah.
You did.
And I used to match
You
her up
did,
with my $6 million man.
Yes, I did too. They were a couple.
With his like,
Thunder.
bionic eye that you could look in the back of his head. Oh, awesome.
No, am I in the wrong era with the Brady Bunch and Leave It to Beaver?
That's earlier. That's like 70s, 60s,
earlier,
70s.
I'm old.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
but
were watching it on rerun.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe.
good.
we
The
get
mod-
there. We get there.
Also,
We
the
get
Partridge
there.
Family, Fall of 70, it started. And that was also with the Brady Bunch.
Thundercats. Oh my
Thundercats.
God. Thundercats. I remember
Thundercats.
Thundercats.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
used to
about-
love
What was it with
Thundercats.
Wonder Twin Powers activate? Form of. Remember? What was it with Wonder
Voltron or no, that
Oh,
was
no.
That was Super Friends.
Super Friends?
Oh,
Oh,
my
I
God.
love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Great.
Guys, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it, chat. Thanks for sharing your stories and for
Mod
being with us
Squad.
here. Make sure you subscribe to everyone. We're gonna put the link out if you don't mind. It's in the private chat, so you can help me out there.
Okay.
Make sure
Oh,
you
the
subscribe to
Waltons, Happy
everyone
Days of Vernon Shirley.
and hit that thumbs up and like and share. The
The
live stream.
Jeffersons and
You're
his
bringing
little,
back a lot of memories.
the Jeffersons.
man.
I love the I really one of the shows that I already said it, but that I used to love to watch was I used to love to watch oh no, I'm not gonna remember the name.
Too late.
With the messy yard.
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. I love
Oh my
that show.
goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
What about Highway to Heaven?
I remember
to
that.
Heaven.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
That had
Just a
Oh, that was after Little House of the Prairie, right?
Think so.
I remember.
But you know,
I
Oh,
toured
go
with a
ahead.
group. I toured
Say,
with
I
a group
remember
in summer of
saying.
'84 called the Continental Singers, and when I did,
Oh
we
wait, sorry.
stopped in a town just north of Los Angeles. They were
I didn't mean to
actually
do that.
filming the first season of Highway to Heaven. We saw the trailers there and everything. We saw the set that was going on. Never saw Michael Landon, but we saw the
Michael Landon. That's his name. Yeah.
You know what? Most people probably don't think of as a TV show, but for me as a kid, I had all these figures, and that was back then the WWF
Oh, goodness
wrestling.
gracious.
Now it's the WWE, but I had like the Iron Sheik, Hulk
Oh, God.
Hogan, Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them.
Andrew had
the
all of them.
Animal, like that was like. I mean, we would play wrestle, and we had the little wrestling ring and everything.
Andrew
Transformers.
had all of those. You took him to go see the
Transformer,
Big
that's
Show.
Yeah.
Oh, Transformers was good.
Transformers. Yeah.
Transformers and something. The Smurfs, Gargoyle.
Oh, yeah.
my God. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Oh
Punky
my
Brewster.
G.I.
Oh my
Joe.
God.
American
Punky
hero.
Brewster.
I had a
Oh
crush on
my
her.
God.
Punky Brewster. I had
My
a crush
cousin
on
wanted
her.
to be her boyfriend.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
you have to find me.
flashing before my eyes.
What was that? What was the name of that show when the sister was a robot? What the heck was
Small
it?
Wonder.
Oh,
Oh,
Small Wonder.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I used to love that. I used to love that.
I remember.
Mork and Mindy?
Man.
Yep.
Mark and Mindy.
70s?
Yeah.
Was that 70s or
No, no,
80s?
no, no.
I think it's
Started
70s.
in
Yeah.
70s.
I'm old. I'm sorry. 80s, I was kind of a teenager.
No, but that's
so.
timeless. Mork and Mindy's timeless. Like that kind of humor just can go on forever.
Yeah.
Nanu Nanu?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
What about Columbo? That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I watched that in reruns, and I loved that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
did.
That was pretty good.
Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
Does
Did we-
I don't know
did we
if
mention
everybody
Punky
watched this.
Brewster?
Oh, go
But-
ahead, Jeff.
What about Night Court?
Night
Oh,
Court.
Oh, yeah.
my
I
God,
still
that was
watch
like a
that.
I
actually.
loved
Smart
Night
Funny
Court.
show, right?
I
It was
love
Penny
that
Smart
show.
Funny. It was
Yeah. The big tall guy. I don't know what his name was, who was bald like me now, but he was big, tall. I mean,
good. Yeah.
yeah.
What?
He was the bailiff.
Yeah, the bailiff.
Small Wonder was horrible. I loved it.
No, Small Wonder
That
was great.
really good. The Smart Funny show.
Fresh Prince
Small
of
Wonder was like
Bel-Air.
totally 80s. Like that just was. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
if
was.
anything was
It
80s,
was.
that was totally 80s.
I loved it.
Style.
Who's the Boss? That was a good one too.
Oh, Who's
Oh.
the Boss was great.
Who's the
I
boss?
love.
I
that.
love
that
show.
That one. That
With
was a
Tony
great one.
Danza? Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
I
a
used
crush
to
on
love-
him so
oh.
And
bad.
what's her name? The girl who grew up to be a hot mama.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I love Tony
Milano,
Danza.
Milano.
Yeah, Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa
Alyssa Milano,
There
was
you
it?
go.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
you go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Al Bundy.
Oh yeah. I have Married with
Yeah,
Children because that's
Married with
mostly 90s, but it started in
Yeah.
87, so that's mostly 90s. So yeah, Married with Children was like I mean, that's a must watch.
That
for me.
is
That's
hilarious.
just
What
a
about
must.
Fresh
was.
Prince of Bel-Air?
Oh, that's
Oh.
a
I have that in
That
my
was a blast.
90s, but yes.
Are we on 80s? Are we on
We're
80s?
still on 80s.
I'm in the 70s.
You know, I just realized that the 80s was, I mean, so amazing, and even the 90s was pretty good. And then, I think nothing could top those two. I mean, even late
Seriously.
70s, but 80s, I think was just the, oh my gosh, and maybe because that's when I was just young and watching a lot of TV. But
And,
We
you know,
Bewitched.
just everything. Like the movies were fantastic. The music was. I love
Yeah.
80s
Dude.
music. I mean, it's
Bewitched?
awesome.
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
One of the
70s.
best films of the 80s.
Well,
70s?
actually, no. Well, Bewitched was a unique show because it was in the 70s and then it came back in the 80s. And then I think it came back in the 90s for a short time, too. 'cause-
Was I Dream
Yeah.
of Jeannie in the 80s or 70s?
60s.
Oh my gosh, I'm old.
60s, yeah.
I watched it on rerun.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we want to
Really?
go back in the day, I Love Lucy too.
Uh,
Back in the day.
Yeah, I love Lucy.
I must have been watching
Lucille
reruns.
Ball show. I believe, is what it converted to after.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah,
in the
I
50s,
think
it was
there was one in the
it was I
70s.
Love Lucy, but then it converted to the Lucille Ball show.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch Mama's Family?
Oh yeah.
My
It
family.
was the Carol Burnett spin-off. I remember my mother watching that,
I
and she
never
would
saw
I
that.
think I
laugh.
saw that.
Oh yeah.
She
Yeah.
played the
Another one that I watched.
Sorry,
was
VP
Bosom
had
Buddies.
the bus.
All right. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier today. It was fun. Kid and Knight Rider was pretty cool.
I always
That
wanted
one.
a car like that.
I know.
Yeah.
You know he has a replica, right?
The kit car?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has
Hey.
one.
So yeah,
That's
I watched Bosom Buddies. When it
Oh,
came
that
out.
was great!
Yeah,
I love Bosom
absolutely.
Buddies.
Ooh.
I mean,
Good
what's not funny about cross-dressing guys trying to save on rent? So you know,
That was
hilarious.
hilarious.
No, that
Tom
was
Hanks.
oh man.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
man.
that show. Okay, I was not in love with him, but everybody loved Magnum PI.
Yeah, we said the
Yeah.
Magnum
It
PI.
was probably
Yeah.
too old for us,
It was because
honestly,
of
back
shorts.
at that time. But you know, it was a fun show to watch. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hey, so
I didn't
we're-
like his hairy
I have a
chest.
question. Were all you guys as surprised as I was when you found out that David Hasselhoff was a superstar singer in Europe? Because like I had no idea. And then when I heard that, I was like,
In like Germany.
I
or
know.
something.
"Are you kidding me?" And they're like,
I
"No,
wasn't
he was like a
surprised.
superstar."
That's kind of like Jerry Lewis in France.
Yeah,
Wow.
I almost never accepted it, and then it was like it was so weird. It was just so weird.
It is weird, and like the videos are so cheesy too.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
so good though,
Music
so
videos.
cheesy good.
I don't remember
that show
him
What's happening?
Yes.
for
Oh, I
for the
loved
rerun,
What's Happening rerun, and
Oh yes,
and he
With the
would
rerun
pop
dance?
lock
Yeah.
with his little
yes, yes.
and Roger. He
Yeah.
was such a sissy.
Going back to cartoons, one of my favorites was Inspector Gadget.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuff that could come out of that guy's hat was like, forget about it. Forget about it.
yeah.
That's Brittany's favorite, yeah, for sure.
Oh, is it?
Well, you need to get one of those hats then, yeah.
What about Ghostbusters? Ghostbusters 80s into 90s, right?
Ghostbusters was a movie. Yeah.
Still
Ladies, yeah.
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of a cartoon spinned off of the.
I mean, movies.
Cartoon
I just
series.
love like the Goonies. Oh my goodness.
my God.
We need a whole nother Saturday for movies.
Yeah, let's do
We
it.
got it. We got it. We could do it. We could do
Another
it.
YouTube
Let's
tonight.
save the movies for another weekend.
Let's do
We
it.
all come back talk about.
Don't get me started on 80s movies. Oh my god.
wait.
The only thing I'll say about that movie, The Goonies, is I loved it. And so I remember Tiffany. I had a sleepover for her, thinking, oh, we're going to watch The Goonies and polish our nails. I put The Goonies on. I loved it, but then when I put it on, I was like, oh, I shouldn't be showing this at a slumber party. I was like, so inappropriate. You know, but we were just of a different era, you know, when we grew up
Yeah.
watching that. But when I had all the little girls over polishing their nails and I put it on, I was like, oh, bad choice, Becky. You know, I took it off.
You know what? I think we had it so good with our
We did.
TV programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. That's the word. Beautiful.
Elmer Fudd would shoot Daffy Duck's bill off, and Tom and Jerry
Yeah.
would kill each other with
Yeah.
a sledgehammer and a bow and arrow.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
great.
and the
Wally
Roadrunner.
Coyote would blow up the Roadrunner.
It was great.
Hawaii 5-0. That was a pretty good as well.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Hawaii 5-0.
Welcome, Dano.
The old one. We're talking about the old one.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Dano.
But even the revamp too.
I haven't seen
I
that.
liked
That
the
went
revamp
well.
a lot.
That went
I
really
watched
well,
that.
Yeah, I think
Really?
it's still running.
I've never seen it.
Is it?
I think the revamp is still running.
Man.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest.
This is last season.
classified
CBS just
show.
canceled it.
Oh,
Yeah,
this guy-
they just canceled it. That's right. Yeah, finally, after
Wow, that's
like you know,
crazy.
if you think about it, like
It's been a long
that
time.
name brand has been out for like 60 years.
What
Hawaii
about-
5-0.
Did anyone
That's
mention Family Ties?
Oh
No, that
Yeah,
was
Louis
good.
Ties.
Yeah,
Good old
Family
Michael J.
Ties.
Fox and his early.
Oh, I know. I was
years,
thinking
yeah.
that.
That was
was
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
I watched that one a lot.
Yeah,
Or
I love
even-
Family Ties.
mostly 70s, but a little bit of 80s. Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, of
Oh,
course,
I love
Oh,
the
yeah.
House
Sure.
on the Prairie.
of course. And the one that I'm still at this time with my 40+ years makes me cry. Lassie.
Lassie.
Oh, Lassie.
What is it, boy?
PTV. I thought you were saying PTV.
You did it just like him too. What
Is
about?
it down by the root? What was it? Always
Man, let
down
me tell you,
by
when
something.
that dog gets lost or something, I was like,
Yeah.
I thought you were playing a sound clip there.
I know you did so good.
Boy? I used to wake up in the middle of the night and I used to go, what is it, boy? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
did we say
I didn't even have a
growing
dog.
pains? Growing
Pains.
pains? I think it was more 90s.
Yeah.
Started in the 80s.
85 actually. 85
85.
actually. 85.
85.
I remember the
So it
name, but I
was,
can't.
yeah.
I'm trying to picture the show though. Growing
Yeah,
up.
You
what's
know-
his name? The oh gosh, what's his name? He has a sister too that was in
Kirk
I know exactly what you're
Full-
talking about.
Full House.
Just kidding. I
Full
don't.
House.
Full House. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Cameron,
Kirk Cameron, right? Or Kirk
Yeah.
Cameron? Is that no?
That's
Cameron.
it.
No, is it?
Was it? No.
Yeah, the
Uh,
Candace Cameron, who's now
Something Cameron.
a darling of Hallmark Channel.
She's so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
pretty.
You guys remember this one? This just came to mind. I don't know if we mentioned it because I was late. Silver Spoons.
Oh, that was good.
That is much better.
I love silver
Fireworks.
spoons.
Brian
The
was
train that goes through the house,
Train. Yes.
Who didn't
Brian-
want that
So here,
train?
Brian,
I always wanted that train.
dude.
That's
That
a Walt
oh,
Disney thing, though. You know.
Could live
A
for
miniature
that.
train thing. You know.
yeah, all the toys, man. There were trains, all those toys. You man, you have a house like that back then, day. All those
Yeah.
toys. I'm like,
What about Richie Rich?
That was a
Richard
movie.
Rich.
Cartoon, right?
Oh, was it a cartoon turned
it a
into a
cartoon?
movie, right?
it's like an episode. Those kind of also.
Yeah.
What about the Cosby Show? That was cool. I like
Oh,
it.
yeah. I mean, that
I
was
was a big
good.
fan.
Good show. Love
Yeah,
it.
the Cosby
Must
Show
see
was something we
TV
grew
on
up on.
Thursday nights.
Say I wasn't gonna go there.
I know it was a little hesitant, but you know, it was
We're
a
talking about a
fantastic
show.
show. And I used
It's
to
a
love
great
the
show.
one that Lisa Bonet did after the Cosby Show, where
Yeah.
she was in college.
A different world.
A
Oh yeah,
different
that was
world.
good.
Or-
Different world. Remember that?
You know,
Then where we come from?
yeah. You know which series still going on, and it started actually in 1989. Cops. Believe it or
Oh.
not.
Oh, who's
Oh my God! Every Saturday, this guy.
Every Saturday, Fox.
Oh, you.
Dude,
Yeah.
What's
the
gonna do when they come for
hardcore
you?
cops.
America's
Hardcore
Most
Cops.
Wanted. America's Most Wanted.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
actually, that show gives me
unsolved
anxiety.
mystery?
It was the same thing The Simpsons started. The
Oh.
Simpsons started December of 1989 with their Christmas special.
Wow.
And
Yeah, I
they
remember
predicted
that.
everything. They're the best psychics.
Yes. The Simpsons is an 80s
Yeah.
show. That's crazy.
And what about the Flintstones?
Oh, I
yeah.
love the Flintstones.
Oh,
Dude, that's,
Yes.
yeah.
mhm.
Which
man.
cartoon was Smugly on the little dog that used to?
Oh, yeah.
That
That
was
was
Jackson's, wasn't it?
No.
Was it the Jetsons?
No.
No,
That the guy had like a big singing
Muttley.
not Captain Caveman. Smugly.
Captain Cave.
No, wasn't
Was it
he
that one?
Oh, I
Muttley,
remember that.
What was it, Peppertree?
Dastardly and Muttley, the flying machine?
Yes.
Yes.
Penelope Pitstop was in there too on another show as well.
Wow.
Scooby Doo was also started in the
Hey.
80s, right?
Scooby Doo.
What about someone that is always in Epcot and Disney? Doogie Howser.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah.
Hauser.
Yeah, he's got a drink in Epcot, too.
Yeah. He started on 89th, I think, at the beginning of 89.
And his friend. I loved his friend.
Which one?
Dark haired, like a Italian looking kid. On
Oh,
Doogie
yeah.
Howser. On Doogie Howser. His
Oh, right.
buddy.
Ah, okay. So let's move up to a little bit for the 90s. Oh, 89. Let's start from 89 to 90s now.
Oh, I love Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. Just sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my
Well,
brother.
Mhm.
Or
I'm
just,
going. I mean, you kind of mentioned it. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That was like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was iconic.
How
for
about
sure.
that one time when he had that serious talk with his Uncle Phil, and he broke down crying, and Phil broke down crying, and then I was crying. It was like it was this
Yeah.
episode we
Hey,
had this
Michael.
serious talk about not having his parents, and
Yeah, that was a good one. It's a classic there.
but I
yeah.
love Carlton.
For me,
Carlton
one
is
show.
my favorite. That dance.
For me, one show that just screamed 90s, and it just set the tone for the whole decade. There were a couple of shows there. One, Frasier was one that just.
Oh,
Frasier.
Frasier, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
as
top
well
that.
as- and then also Friends.
Thank you.
Friends.
And
Thank
How about-
you.
That's a
Seinfeld.
90s show, though.
Yeah,
Friends
I was gonna say
and
Seinfeld.
Come on, that show set the
Seinfeld.
tone for television for the 90s. For
Yeah.
That was the 90s show.
I'm
yeah.
with you. 3 of those. Friends, Frasier, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld was started '89, but it went through almost all of the '90s.
Yeah.
That was like comedy genius back then.
Yeah.
Friends was crazy. I'm trying to was it Fraser? Yeah, Fraser. Yeah, that was pretty.
I loved Frasier. I loved
I
Frasier.
got-
You know what I liked, but I don't
got
think it ran for very long. Was The Nanny in the '90s?
Oh, that ran about for an annual.
Yeah. Fran Drescher.
Fran
Fran
Drescher.
I couldn't handle her voice. I just couldn't.
And for some reason, I found that so attractive. I don't know why. And I thought that's why I married you, but I guess maybe not.
Oh no! I was gonna say about Frasier. We had this. I couldn't handle her voice. I couldn't even watch it. It's just too much for me. That game Cranium.
Yeah.
They had a card that you picked out, and the character was Frasier from Seinfeld. And I remember
Not
Josh.
Frasier from Seinfeld. It was what's his name? What's the crazy guy from
Not
Seinfeld?
Frasier.
Kramer, right?
Kramer.
So he picked a card. It was Seinfeld, and it was Kramer was the character,
And I had to act it out.
and he had to act it out on the card from Cranium.
Oh,
So he's being a total idiot. He
I
is
ran outside the house.
completely being Kramer, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it. He's so frustrated, but he did the amazing job.
I would have done one
Cosmo
thing to
Kramer.
describe Kramer. I would have reached into my pocket, gotten money out, and just said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
I would have got it.
That
I
was a
was just like,
classic
it was
episode.
over my
No,
head.
but I ran out the door, and then you know how Kramer always entered through a doorway. You know, I came in perfect timing with that, and I was like, "What? You did not get that? How did you not get that?"
And then after he said who he was, I was like, oh, I get it. But he was exhausted by that time.
Yeah, I was done.
What about TGIF? That was late 90s, right? Was it like
TGIF?
family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it Family Matters?
Family
and
Matters.
I remember what
For
shows.
Strangers, I think, right?
Full House was in that as well.
Full House.
Full House
Full
was
House.
there.
Yeah.
What about
Four
Sundays?
shows.
Saved by the Bell.
I was just gonna say
Saturday.
that.
Oh
Saturday
my
was
God.
Sundays.
Saved by the
Saved by
Bell.
the
Are
Bell.
we going into the 90s?
Wait,
though?
I think it was first.
We're
Was it?
definitely '90s.
Yeah, was it
Yeah.
first the NBA show that they had on NBC, or was Saved by the Bell then the NBA show?
I could
Can't
never
remember.
afford their cardigans and their little tennis shoes and
It's okay. This is the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
We can
their
go
little
into the 90s.
cardigans and their hair things and their little tennis shoes. I was like, I want those.
They're like, we're not 90210, but we're
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
I liked what's her name from 90210, or the girl with the leather jacket, the one that was kind
Oh,
of.
Shannon Doherty.
I loved her
Oh,
as a
yeah.
character.
Shannon
Yeah.
Doherty, 90210.
Saved by the Bell was good, but then later got a little bit
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of weird. Kind of
weird.
weird.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Once
do
you go
something else.
once you get out of high school, they should have just stopped it. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
There
and then
was a-
that's another one where the cast members of Saved by the Bell, not all of them, you know, a couple of them went off to be pretty successful, but most of
look at
them
Mario
not so
Lopez, huh?
much.
Or
Yeah.
Dimension 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a classic. That actually started Johnny Depp's career.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you guys, it was confirmed already that he's not going to be the next Pirates of the Caribbean. Apparently,
He's gone.
he's gone.
Gone.
Oh, he's not.
Really?
No,
He's
he-
not, man. He came
he
out in the
did
news. He's not.
sign back on, but I guess not.
His,
Well,
his,
it could change, but apparently,
Yeah.
nope.
His Disney reputation is not the greatest anymore.
Yeah, but really, another captain.
I don't see how you put another person in that role unless you.
Oh.
I think you'd have to eliminate that role completely
Yeah,
Yeah,
you do.
do something
you can't,
else.
You can't do it, dude. No.
because I don't
I
think
would-
anybody else could play that role and have
No.
people enjoy it. I just don't.
Yeah,
think it
not
could
the
be.
way
Yeah.
he did that character.
Yeah.
I just think his personal life and his public image is become non Disney friendly. I guess you could say.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
guys, what about Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
I hated him. Josh loved
Yeah,
him.
I
I
loved
couldn't
it.
even
My
remember.
dad
I
loves
remember
him.
my sister loved him.
I think my dad is in love with that guy. It's so funny. My dad loves him, dude. Everything's about
Magic.
Mr. Bean.
Just the humor in that is just like it's
I
so
love
basic.
that.
It's so raw. The humor is just so
Yeah.
What do you
basic
call
and
it
raw.
when you
Yeah.
think you've done it before? Like when you're getting a flashback, like you've totally
Deja
did
vu?
this.
Deja vu.
Deja
I
vu.
totally have deja vu of this right now. of the
yeah?
whole conversation of him saying Mr. Bean, you saying your dad loved it, or
Really?
and Callie. Yeah, totally deja vu of that.
So you know
Well-
the lottery numbers?
No.
I don't know if anyone else loved the show, but I absolutely loved the show. It was so cheesy, but that dinosaurs with
Yeah!
Oh yeah! Not the mama! Not the mama!
I literally
Wow.
taught Taylor to say when she was a baby. When
And it
her
only
dad
ran
was
for like 3
and here we go.
years.
Not the mama! Not the mama!
Yeah.
I have that on my list. It only ran for like 3 years, but I thought that was a great show.
Oh,
I
I
can't-
love that show.
I can't imagine the production cost of that though, because of the costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
There was
It
a
so good.
cartoon. There was a cartoon that my fondest memories of this cartoon is actually waking up early morning at Disney World
Marianne.
and at 7 a.m. right before we went off to the parks on the television in all the hotels at Disney World, they would always play Mr. Magoo.
Oh
All
yeah.
the
Yeah.
time.
Very good.
I don't
Some
know
kind of-
why. I don't know if it was
I
Disney
love Mr.
related or
Magoo.
what, but they used to play Mr. Magoo all the time, and yeah.
Yeah.
What was the program with Henrietta Hippo and the owl?
The New Zoo Review.
I love
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
program
That was
so much.
Classic.
when you were putting the thumbnail together. There was one show there that I saw that I thought that's definitely the '90s, and that was the Teletubbies.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember that one is because I went to Disneyland Paris a week in 1999, and I would watch a little bit of an American television show. The news would be on, and then right after that would be a half-hour show of the Teletubbies in French. And I was actually learning French while watching Teletubbies.
Oh,
Oh wow.
nice.
My daughter loved that program, Teletubbies.
The Tobies,
Oh,
yeah.
Matt
greatest-
did too.
What about this TV
Barney.
series? Taxi.
Taxi.
Oh yeah.
With Danny
You
DeVito.
can't beat Taxi. You can't beat Taxi.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool as well.
yeah, that was a long running show too.
What-
The
I
monsters
love
too.
that comedy
The
show that
Monsters.
came on in the 90s. Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
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 Original.
And
Drew
that started
Carey.
a lot of
and,
careers too.
and with Drew Carey, the Drew Carey show
Yeah,
started in
Drew
the
Very
90s.
show. Yeah.
Great.
I
That
love
was
that
good.
I
show.
loved the Drew Carey.
Well,
show.
you
That
know
was-
that I didn't know that Jetsons. You know what year it started?
What?
60s, right?
60s or 70s?
62.
62.
Yeah.
Wow.
Originally it was
Yeah.
62, and then the reboot was in the late 80s, like about
87.
86, 87.
Yeah, 87.
Rosie the robot and
Wow!
flying cars.
That was the high point for it. was
I didn't
the
know
80s,
that.
though.
Okay, so this is my graduating year, but Beavis and Butthead.
I hated that show.
I can never deal with it.
South Park was in '90s.
I think it's truly a guy thing.
I hated
Yeah.
that
I mean,
show.
you gotta like fart jokes and puke jokes
I don't
and
know.
just stupid stuff like that.
My cousin Sandy loved Beavis and Butthead.
I
What-
couldn't even.
That brings
It
me
was
to
cutting
Pinky
edge.
and the Brain. Pinky and
Yeah,
the Brain.
Pinky and the
Oh,
Brain.
yeah.
And the Brain, part of Animaniacs. Oh my gosh, what a great show.
Pinky and the Brain.
Didn't
Yeah.
DuckTales come out in the
Hey,
90s
hey.
too?
Pinky and the
DuckTales,
brain.
Ren
brain.
and
Right?
Stimpy.
Ren, yes, thank you. I used to have the best Ren and Stimpy T-shirt.
On that,
You got me there. You got me there.
Oh,
Rugrats.
What are we gonna
Yeah,
do
don't
with
forget
these
about Rugrats.
guys? Come
I
on.
can't handle those shows. Let's go to
I can't
Rugrats.
either.
Rugrats.
It insults our intelligence. I did love Gargoyles, though. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Gargoyles was
I love
a-
the Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, and you could watch
Yeah.
Gargoyles on Disney Plus. Actually,
Yeah.
My son
Yeah.
tattooed the
Disney
best.
Afternoon.
My son tattooed the best Cynthia. You know the little Barbie doll with her hair all crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody wanted
Cynthia?
that tattooed. He did an amazing job doing the little Cynthia
Yeah.
doll on somebody.
nice on Rugrats. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Rugrats was an amazing
South
show
Park was
because
awesome.
it had a lot of adult humor in it.
Yeah.
That was really hidden. You know, like one of them. I remember one episode. where they
I'll be
went to
right
go
back,
get the-
guys. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
yeah. No problem. Take your time, man.
They went to go get the mail with Grandpa, and Grandpa got a video in the mail.
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh, that's mine, kids. That's not for you," you know. And it had like this illustration that they flashed on it that was you were like, "Oh my gosh!" They really put that on TV.
Wow.
You know who I could relate to, which
I'm gonna watch
character
that.
on that show was Chucky. I was so the Chucky.
Yeah.
I was afraid of
Chucky.
everything. I didn't want to do all the bad stuff. Growing up with all my cousins, I was the the fourth oldest.
Yeah.
And so it was my cousin and my brother. You just had to do anything they said because they pummel you, right? And then it was my other cousin, Melissa, and I were just a couple months apart. So I was always the non-daring one. Like, I didn't want to go along with, no, you guys, we can't, you know. I remember my grandfather had just painted the house white, like the whole house. And I don't know which little troublemaker's idea it was to get charcoal and throw it on the wall.
What?
And so all the cousins stood in line and were throwing charcoals. And you had to, because, you know, the chain of command, right?
Bad.
I was like, I told.
Wait.
told.
I
Sold 'em
love
out.
a tattletale, so I love that you told.
I told, you know why? Because if you told, I'd sit there with my grandma, like after I told, Gonzo will probably get this. She goes, you know, who did it? And I'd be like, Grandma, you know, and they'd look at me. I'm like, what are you going to do? I'm the fourth oldest. You can't do nothing. I'm untouchable, you know? So I would tell, and my grandma, everybody would have to go to sleep, and she'd give me coffee and cookies, and I sit there and eat coffees and cookie and watch the novelas with her at night when everybody had to go to their room. Yeah, it was great. But I totally identify with Chucky.
Yeah.
So
And that
for me-
70s show was good too.
Oh, the
Oh,
70s
70s show was great.
I watched a lot of Home Improvement
Oh,
with Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
You know?
You could see the neighbor
Yeah.
on his face like that all the time.
And I don't know why. I just thought that was genius that they did that too.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
And you look forward to that.
yeah.
Like to him popping over the fence and not being able to see him.
Of course.
A lot of people are remembering Christmas specials in the chat. I remember a particular one that I actually got on tape because I had to watch it so many times. It was the Garfield Christmas special.
Oh,
You guys ever
yeah.
remember
I
that?
love Garfield.
Wasn't that great?
Dude, the lazy attitude that he had.
Yeah.
I had the Garfield phone.
Really? You had the
a
phone?
back
Yes,
step.
I remember the phone.
I had the Garfield phone and the
Nice.
Garfield's bedspread. I wish I
Nice.
would have saved some of those things.
What? There it is. The Garfield trash can.
There's the man himself.
Fred's had this since he was a kid.
I'm getting hungry for lasagna. I don't know.
Nice.
And it was so funny because
Yeah.
it was literally a cat, and you'd pick up his back, and that was the
Oh, the
receiver.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I had the
phone.
phone.
That was that was the most awesome 80s. That was an 80s phone.
Yeah.
I mean, like you had to be somebody to have that phone.
Yeah.
I had it, and I was
She
nobody,
was somebody.
but I had it.
Right.
Somebody, yeah.
You know, speaking about Christmas special, and this wasn't Christmas, but it was Christmas to me that time. Baywatch.
Baywatch.
Oh,
It was
Can I
the
go
90s.
back?
It was a classic.
Huh?
There's
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff again.
Yeah.
I'll be
Baywatch.
right back, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasselhoff was the man.
Dude, for me, now I know this might not be everyone's cup of tea, but Married with Children.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
So it's
Jedi.
just, man, the story of my marriage right there.
Mhm.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I can only say that because
Oh
she walked
my
away.
God.
That was
Oh
such a
my
relatable
God.
show. That's why that show.
Wait
was
until
so
she
great,
sees the replay.
You know,
It was
It's-
just classic.
it was just so
classic.
relatable. It was like
Yes.
it wasn't a fake TV show. It was just like that's exactly how life is at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got the mediocre job. You got the daughter who's kind of flamboyant. You got you got the son who is smart but it's kind of stupid at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and the
But-
dad just wants to come home from work and take a decent poop. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it.
Magic of the mouth. Mr. Wilson was from Home Improvement is the Orlando guy logo. Nobody ever sees him either.
You're Orlando guy.
Oh my god.
That's funny, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That time in living
Yes,
color, yeah.
In Living Color,
In Living
Captain
Color.
Akron mentions it. We went to it a little bit earlier, but in Living Color was like, I mean, I did not want to miss that show each
No.
week. With the
Was-
dancers.
Was it on
and-
Saturday? Was it? I think
Sunday.
Sunday.
nights.
Wait, what about Saturday Night Live? But the '80s crew and the '90s crew.
Yes,
That was a
right?
hell
90s
of a-
crew.
Even in the '70s, something into '90, top of '90, that was
Yeah,
a hell of a crew.
I don't think they've ever really had crews like that. You know, since then. Like, I mean, the superstars that came out. I mean, I guess there's still superstars that come out of the show, but like so many of them that were just geniuses. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Martin. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know.
What about Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
I forgot about that show.
You guys never saw that show?
I remember that show,
No, I
but
remember that. That was great. It was basketball, right? He was a basketball coach, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
was it a teacher or something? Yeah.
was that in
I
the
remember
'90s,
that.
right? Like,
Yeah.
that was in the '90s.
Just like Martin.
Martin. Oh, that's where that like went away. Like, and nobody talks about, but it was such a great show when it was
Yeah.
on.
It was on.
You know?
It was good. Yeah.
What about Roseanne?
At the beginning I didn't
Roseanne.
like it, but yes.
I liked
Well,
Roseanne.
but
You know what?
People loved it. I was not a fan, but I know people love that show.
Yeah,
I
there
find
were-
any of these TV shows that were like just kind of rough families, like no matter what even if you go back to like What's Happening or Sanford and Son or
Yeah.
Roseanne, Married with Children, all of them, they're not like this even though I liked Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that was like the rich family stuff, but these were like more like rough middle class families that are relatable in certain aspects,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it, Marv.
It's
Harry and the
absolutely-
Hendersons.
Harry and the
Wow.
Hendersons. Yeah.
Oh, Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
From the movies. But yeah,
I didn't watch this show, but I have a feeling some of you guys probably did. The X-Files.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it either. I haven't seen a single episode, but I mean, it was everywhere, right? I mean, it was everywhere.
Everybody loved it, but I loved Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too.
That was pretty
Everybody
good.
loves Raymond, Josh.
You
Yeah.
know?
That was a good one.
Yeah, everybody loves the Raven was pretty good. What about this? That they have a dolphin inside a submarine, and they're using the dolphins to missions. It was this guy that did Jaws, the shark movie. It was a TV series. Was it Atlantic?
Was that a deep sea or Sequest rather?
Sequest. Yeah, so you guys remember that show?
Yes.
I do not.
It was
I
but this
remember
guy was the
that.
cop from Jaws. Yeah, Sequest. That was pretty good. That the dolphin used to swim around inside the submarine. They have water, and the dolphin used to talk to them and stuff. That
There
was
was,
pretty
also
cool.
there was also an anthology show that
Virginia.
was on NBC for a couple seasons, but no one liked it too much. But the director or the person that created it was pretty good. That was Amazing Stories by Steven Spielberg.
Amazing stories. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing stories.
Amazing stories. I had the train. I used to love that one with the train. It used to scare the crap out of me.
Yeah. What about ER? ER was pretty
And
good.
that's what I was going to say next. I know Amy
Yeah.
from ABC Magic.
Let me tell you,
but
ER
I
was
loved ER, man. That George Clooney, it was amazing. You know, such a good show.
Good old
Okay. It didn't last as long as some of these shows, but Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh used to like that.
Loved that one.
Pass it around, Maggie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get me a
That,
drink now.
Lois and Clark.
Boysenberry.
The Adventures of Superman or whatever. Lois and Clark. That was a really good one.
Yes.
I think ER was a great series. Going back to ER.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was great.
This is a scary one, but Tales from the Crypt.
Yes.
That's right. So yeah. So
Yeah.
Didn't they have Goosebumps for a while there?
Captain Akron's asking about a show by Hulk Hogan that they did on
Dark
Disney property. That was called Thunder in Paradise.
Thunder.
I think
Was
I
it
remember
the boat?
Paradise, I remember that. Yeah.
No, wait, I'm confused. Was it a boat?
It was
No.
a boat. The boat's name was Thunder.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right? That's what it was?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, you know, Hulk Hogan used to be in the A-Team in a couple of episodes, I think, as well.
He used to be
I
in
loved
Tampa.
Hulk Hogan.
You what?
He used to be in
I
Tampa.
didn't like him for me, but I loved him just as his character, Hulk Hogan. My son was a Hulkster.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
my
You gotta love it,
old
brother.
son used to like WCW back when it
Oh
was.
yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
had
Sting?
something- and like Sting. I was a little obsessed with Sting, have to admit it. But yeah, he still has
I used
all
to
his
love
little
Sting.
wrestling
I like
action
Stone
figures.
Cold Steve Austin.
Of
Yeah, I
course.
see that. I
Yeah,
see
she
that.
does the head.
I see
Sting.
that.
I'm just kidding. I didn't. I just had to plug it in.
I mean, it came out late '90s, but because I have kids, the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I don't care. I
Mhm.
don't care
They're
what you
uneven.
think of me. The Powerpuff Girls was awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
It was.
They were.
I don't
Like,
know.
little animation, and they're all.
I liked it because it was super empowering for little girls, and the little girls would be able to pick which ones they were. Like, I'm the green one, I'm the pink one.
Yeah, my girls actually had little costumes of the Powerpuff Girls. When is Halloween one year?
I don't know if it was the adult-orientated stuff in it too that did, because I used to get attracted to the adult-orientated stuff in cartoons and stuff like that. That
Well,
was
even
the thing
now,
that
even
used to
now.
drive- Yeah, even now.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one no one's mentioned yet. Blossom.
Oh,
Blossom.
I love
Come on.
Blossom.
Of course.
Whoa!
Joey
You know,
Lawrence? Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Blossom, but I knew who she was and everything. But I loved this show. It came out in 1999, but it was called Freaks and Geeks. Oh my goodness. It was so good. And so many stars came out of that, but it was so good. And they were going to do a second season, but everybody had gone off and done movie contracts and couldn't come back. But it was so good. Freaks and Geeks.
Even
I don't think I've ever seen
that.
that.
We had a season called Square Pigs.
Oh,
Square
Square
Pegs,
Pegs.
Perfect.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to watch that.
Hey, can I go back second to 1945 for a second?
Yes, please do.
The Lone Ranger
Oh.
Yeah.
and the Zorro too.
Zorro.
Yeah.
Zorro. I
I
like
went
my
back- I went
Antonio
back.
Banderas Zorro.
You went way back.
No. I went back. That's why I asked
Way
permission to go back a little bit.
I'm getting to know so much about you, Kelly.
I have a thing for and I just love saying his name, Antonio Banderas. Oh, yummy. I
Really?
love him.
The new Zorro.
man.
Ah, woo!
Did you like Punch
Hey,
and
what's
Chips?
going on?
Hi.
Out of here.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hi.
Kelly, did you like Punch from Chips as well?
Yes.
Was I the only one that didn't?
I was
Because
Yes, you
you're
were.
dark meat, he's dark.
Because did you just hear what he said? He said, "Because you're dark meat."
White meat like dark meat. Sorry.
Maybe so. Gonzo's just shaking his head like I'm out.
He doesn't know what to do with us, Becky.
Nah.
But
We get out of
fun,
control.
party.
They want to talk to about Butthead and Beavis again.
Okay,
Yeah, we were
because
talking about
again,
that, dude.
because I had kids, Blue's Clues, the original Blue's Clues.
Blues Clues, Blues Clues.
Ah.
It's nail time.
You know, I don't know if like all you guys fell into this, but I found myself watching these cartoons without my children.
I bought Jessica the
You know?
chair. I bought Jessica the chair and the notepad. How about Dora the Explorer?
Dora the Explorer.
Jessica had the backpack and the map and
Backpack.
Yeah.
I have had kids my whole entire life. I have an army of children, so I can just stand here.
What about Stargate? You remember Stargate?
I don't
Oh, I
think I ever
remember
watched
it.
I
that.
remember that. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, I got something that's classic from the 80s.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you guys might remember. It wasn't a TV show, but it was something that was really a staple in the 80s. And what that was the Coca-Cola Challenge. I
Yes.
thought that would
Challenge.
show up better. But
Oh, I remember
I
that.
thought you were going to say Run DMC.
That-
Coca-Cola
advertising
challenge.
genius, right?
yes,
Yes.
it's Coca-Cola versus Pepsi.
Yes.
Ooh.
And it took the world by storm. And Coca-Cola
Yes.
won, by the way.
Well, they even came out with like Coca-Cola line of clothes about that same time, and I was all about it. Like the Coca-Cola jerseys. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Well, in the
And I have
80s,
whiskey in mine.
And
in the 80s, the school that I went to, everybody was wearing fake Gucci sweatshirts that they were getting at the swap meet. Everybody had Gucci sweatshirts. I was the only one that didn't, but I was like, I'm not buying it if it ain't a real Gucci. Everybody knows we're from Santa Ana. We can't afford no Gucci sweatshirt.
Yeah,
But
the only fake
everybody
thing-
was walking around with the swap meet Gucci sweatshirts at the
The
time.
only fake thing I got at the swap meet was a Rubik's Cube.
oh yes, Rubik's Cube, Walkman, right?
Did we mention The Sopranos?
Was that 90s? Sopranos was amazing.
Yeah, right.
Amazing, Becky, right? Amazing.
Amazing. My daughter just went back to watch it because she never had. And she goes, Mom, it's not that good. And I said, because you're watching it way after and you're just not getting it. But in that
That's right.
time, it was amazing.
Where's mine? Look at.
What? We
mine?
got Mickey Mouse
What?
ice cream.
Oh,
What?
How
Are
dare
you
you?
serious right now?
dare
We
you!
wanted some ice cream.
I was so
Wow.
hooked. I was so
Oh, no.
hooked on
That's okay.
Sopranos,
Oh
and
my
I
goodness.
was so over Christopher. I would
Oh my goodness, Christopher, what is your
Wait,
problem?
I would have whacked Christopher a long time ago. He would have been whacked.
Christopher was a problem.
I couldn't handle that guy.
No.
No.
I gotta go to the store.
Why?
I gotta get some of those.
Oh,
Hey, what
Oh
was
my
that show?
goodness.
That was the
Mickey
show that
Mouse.
they used to be pilots, and they had that
Wings.
wings.
Wings. Oh, Wings was awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
So awesome.
I used to love that TV show.
wings. That's right.
That was great.
Wow,
did the Ellen Show come out in the 90s?
I believe so.
Mhm.
Yeah, it did, right?
What I love when I first started dating Josh, he knew that I was just all about Ellen and I wanted the book. And I think for my birthday, we had just started dating, and for my birthday, he bought me this humongous birthday card. He got me the Ellen book and this really cute like bathing suit. And I was just so impressed that he remembered that I was all about Ellen, you know, like I just loved everything about her at that time. She was just,
You gotta give it to Josh. He went with, like, oh, here's this Ellen book, and here's this, and here's a swimsuit you can wear.
oh yeah, it was a little two-piece bikini, a fluorescent orange two-piece. It was a fluorescent orange two-piece bikini. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude.
Just looked
Yeah.
at the West Wing started in 1999.
Yeah, 1999. Well, that's a great series. It's still available on Netflix. Great series.
Yeah, the Western.
Great too.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one.
It was.
You
It
guys
was.
talk about MASH?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. West Wing was-
I loved MASH.
Yeah,
I
West
used
Wing.
to watch MASH so much, and I think I was just a kid, but I love that show.
Did we mention Cheers? Actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was Cheers
Cheers
mentioned?
was
Okay,
so
good. I
We didn't
wanna
talk
give
too much about
proper.
it.
Yeah, that was a.
Sam and Diane, right?
That was a great show. Yeah.
And then Sam and Rebecca.
Yes.
Yeah. And look, what
That
about
was just a great show. Just a comedy. The interaction of Danny DeVito and his wife on that show. I mean, just everything was just so good about that show.
I went to school with the niece of.
really?
Yeah, of the mailman that was on Cheers.
Oh.
What
Liz
was his
Clay-
The
name?
guy with the mustard?
Yeah. What was his name?
Cliff Clavin, John Ratzenberger.
Yes.
John
Right?
Ratzenberger.
There you go.
Yes. I went to school with the niece, and I was like in love with her too. Her name was Meredith.
This is
She's a
Beavis
great
and
girl.
Beavis
Good
and
friend.
Butthead to the girls. This is that to the guys. Sex in the City.
Oh
No.
my goodness. Yes. Sex in the City. Sunday
Mhm.
night. Mhm.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I was not doing.
I loved her from the beginning, from Valley Girls, and just her growth throughout the years.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Her in
She was in the movie LA
Footloose. I
Story.
love her in Footloose.
She just blossomed into such a mature, beautiful woman.
She was all right. She was all right. Buffy the Vampire Slayer wasn't too bad either. All right.
Oh, hey.
Do you remember Buffy?
Who doesn't?
I never watched that show either.
Really?
No.
It seems like what attracts to guys is like, to me
No,
and
but that
Kelly.
would have been for
I
anybody
know.
though.
Like, no.
What about Hill Street Blues and NYPD Blue?
NYPD.
NYPD was
That was a-
awesome.
NYPD.
I love that.
NYPD Blue was the
My
yeah.
wife is, she's a security guard for Disney, but she is, there's a reason why, is because she religiously watched all of those. She watched Blue Bloods. She watches,
Good.
NYPD and all the cop shows. She loves all the cop shows and all the detective
think-
shows.
Law and Order started in
Law and
the 90s,
Order.
too.
Law and Order.
Yeah.
I liked what Ben mentioned earlier. Cop Rock.
SUV or SVU or whatever.
I
it
don't
is.
think I've ever seen that.
What's that channel? Is it PBS? The one that shows all the programming, the local programming?
PBS?
Yeah. Remember that guy? I saw him here, but it's funny enough, the series started in 1983. Joy of Painting. Remember that guy with the big?
Joy of Painting. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, Bob Ross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bob Ross.
Yeah,
Jessica, my daughter has
Happy trees.
my daughter has the Funko
Right over
Pops.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
over
she
there.
loves Bob Ross.
Wow.
I believe that he actually started
saw him
that
PBS.
whole trend of, talking into the microphone really low and quietly. What is that called? It's letters. I can never remember the letters. You know what I'm talking about, though, right? The trend of talking really low into the microphone.
I think she even has Bob
Happy
Ross
little
socks.
tree right over here.
Well, let's see what we can do today.
Let's see what we can. Thanks for joining me, friends. It was,
He inspired so many people to paint.
Yeah, I know.
Did anybody else ever watch Woody Woodpecker?
ASMR.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mar.
Was
Yeah.
Woody Woodpecker 70s still?
It was older, but they had a reboot, but it's nothing like the original.
No, the original. I think
What
the
was it?
reboot he looked
Woody
weird.
Woodpecker?
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
remake.
That was a scary impression.
I do a lot of it. I really
Pop
do.
Rock. It just kept getting worse and worse.
Where do we get into the Hellraiser series?
Oh yeah, you know what? I don't know what year this was, but I'm gonna actually bring my granddaughter to watch it because of some. We're homeschooling my granddaughter. Some project that we're doing. Remember the I'm Just a Bill from Capitol Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Full House Rock.
Yeah.
Yes. What year
There
was
you go.
that made?
It started in the 70s.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I was a little kid watching that.
That was such a great one.
But you know
Hey,
what?
that's what
I
we
would have
do.
never knew
Junior
where
high.
Bill came from
House
if I didn't
Rock.
have that show.
On the steps.
Yeah, she's doing a project right now where, on Helen Keller, and it's talking about her helping pass bills, and she doesn't even know what a bill is. And I was like, "Have you seen this cartoon?" She's like, "Nope." And I go, "Okay, we're watching it."
Yeah, that show got me through English. It got me through math. It got me through government classes.
Got me through some of high school. I was like, I have no idea. Let me go back and
To
remember
this
the
point, I
cartoon.
know the preamble of the Constitution by heart.
Tell me.
Gun smoking bonanza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Yep. Little House on the Prairie. That was another one.
yeah.
That
What was
really
the
good.
series that it was a superhero and he grabbed something from his pocket?
Great American Hero.
Nah. Was it?
That was a good one.
I
Was it?
love that one, and the song was amazing.
Sing it, Kelly. Sing it, girl. Sing
Bring
it.
it. Bring us back.
Take us there, Kelly, with your little red ears.
She's like, no, thank you.
No, I'm all shy. I
Like
love
I'm
that
not doing
show, Great American Hero. Oh my goodness.
One of
The
the
greatest. No, I'm sorry.
one of the good Michael J. Fox shows that I thought was good was Spin City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
great.
I think nobody talks about it anymore. I think just
Great.
disappeared.
I don't think I
Yeah,
ever watched
yeah.
it.
That was
No, it was
actually
Heather
really
Locklear,
good, yeah.
Charlie Sheen was in it, Michael J.
Mhm.
Fox.
Charlie Sheen took over after.
Who's the
Michael
actor that
J.
played
Fox
Cameron, wasn't he?
tried to do stuff.
Cameron in First Builder's Day Off was also in that show.
Yeah, that guy. What was his name?
Uh,
I don't remember his name, but I like
Alan
that guy.
Ruck.
I think he's
Alan Ruck.
he's a great actor. That guy.
Yep. Good times. Good times. Good
Stargate.
times.
Stargate. The Stargate, I mean, was pretty good. I don't know if we mentioned it.
I'll have to add one that it was just a big childhood thing, and I don't know why I was addicted to it, but it was our whole family. We would make popcorn for it. Every Friday was Dallas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dallas.
That's
Oh my God. I love
JR,
Dallas.
right?
That equals Mexican novela. There was so much drama in there. That is just like a Mexican novella, and the way they talk to each other, and
It's a Mexican novella for white people.
yeah, that was just so dramatic.
Then there was also Nutz Landing, Dynasty.
Yes.
Alton Crest.
Yes,
Here's
yes.
the Hazard. Oh.
All of those were just so much drama, and like you were just waiting.
I don't know, I was watching.
Big hair,
I was
big
watching.
shoulder pads, total trash. It was
My mom got me stuck on All My Children, the soap opera.
Oh yeah, Kelly
Wow,
Ripa was
what
in that
children.
one, right? Was that where Kelly Ripa was?
Yeah, that's where she was from. She was a
She was a
punk rock
bad
kid.
girl.
She was a punk rock
Punk
kid.
rocker,
in that.
bad girl. I love that.
Yeah.
What was Dynasty though? I know Dynasty, but I don't know what it was. I don't think I've ever
It is
seen
all-
one episode
Sure.
of Dynasty.
The Harringtons, an oil family in Denver, Colorado.
all kinds of cheating and lying and
lots of
betrayal.
Is that what it is?
Lots of backstabbing, lots of cat fights. You always saw, what was her face? The actress
Joan Collins.
Joan Collins was always
Joan
fighting, and they,
Collins.
the best fight they had was when they fell into the reflecting pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, you even know the details of the fight.
I was like,
See,
I don't know why
even-
people behave that way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I never seen one episode of it, but I know the show really, really well.
Yeah, that was
Everybody
so
talks about
dramatic.
it
Uh-huh.
all the
Yeah,
time.
I don't think I ever watched it, but yeah, like everyone knows Dynasty, but I never
Yeah.
watched it.
Yeah.
I
I'd like to.
remember
I wonder if we can go back and see some.
I
And
remember
Mark brought up Falcon Crest, which had oh gosh, what's that guy's name? Does anybody remember Falcon Crest? It had
Falcon Crest. See, that sounds familiar.
that was also
Not
that
that
one was about a
same kind of
winery in the Napa
genre.
Valley.
oh
Falcon
now I gotta
Crest?
look it up because it's gonna drive me crazy.
Remember
There's
Soap?
a guy in it.
Soap, of course.
Soap? Yeah, that was funny. I used to love.
And then my brother just mentioned Late Night with David Letterman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually,
I
Yeah,
still
but-
a lot of late night
still
shows,
laugh. You can
talk
find
shows.
episodes of that on YouTube, and I'm still laughing about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
talk shows were great in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
man.
they
That's when
were.
They were really
Yeah.
great.
That's what we were saying earlier. That
Yeah.
we had it good, man. We had it good.
The newest talk show. The talk
We
shows
had a-
nowadays are just too political and ridiculous.
Yeah.
To me, you know.
It can't be free.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
That's right. Mara's mentioning Billy Cook
Exactly.
was the first gay character on Soap. So it was so controversial. ABC had to run a disclaimer saying viewer discretion advised.
Soap.
Isn't
Oh,
that
wow.
crazy? Isn't that
Definitely.
crazy?
Ugh.
Isn't it amazing how far we've come?
Do whatever they wanted on that show,
Yeah.
and they did.
Well, remember, even in I Love Lucy, they couldn't say the word pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah.
slept in separate beds, remember?
That's right.
You
That's
know
right.
the show? If I'm not mistaken, the first
I
show
do.
showed a couple in bed together in one bed. Was
Brady Bunch.
the Brady Bunch. Yeah.
The Brady
Wow.
Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
The
My
Brady
favorite Brady Bunch
Bunch.
episode is when they went to Hawaii and got that, like, that
Yes.
tiki
The bad,
thing.
luck,
That,
the bad luck tiki.
yes, the bad
Wow.
luck tiki. That was
And
the
then
best.
Greg was surfing.
Yeah.
And I think it was Greg that was surfing, and because of the tiki, all of a sudden
Yeah.
he
Because it was
bailed
so not norm for what they did, That was my
Yeah.
favorite one.
They went to Disney World too.
Has anybody brought up Ellen from the 90s?
I did. I said how you
Oh,
bought
okay.
me the book, the big
Oh,
card,
I
and the
was probably getting a drink.
two-piece orange bikini.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you were getting a drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I bought you the book. That was like.
But I just
you fell in
remember
love
the
with me.
fact that he bought me the Allen book was like the biggest thing. I was like, oh, he's paying attention that, I really like this person.
Oh,
And
that's so sweet.
It was called Listening but Not Listening.
Yeah.
Listening, but thinking about more about the orange bikini, I'm sure.
Hey,
Yes.
And now
yes.
now he's stuck with me and my, I had 2 kids and now you're stuck
Now
with
that I
me.
look back 23 years ago.
You would have did it differently. Yeah, tomorrow's our anniversary. We'll be married 23 years tomorrow.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Mother's Day anniversary.
Mother's Day and anniversary.
Wow.
Yes.
You got to go out and spend, son,
Hey,
don't you?
you know what?
Let me just tell you, when you get to 23 years, you don't go out and spend.
You don't
Oh,
care
yeah.
anymore.
No,
You're just
I'm 17 years in. I know exactly.
at 23 years. I'm like, thank you
24.
so much for loving
24
me.
years.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you so much for loving me and putting up with me.
After-
I really appreciate you.
She realizes after 23 years, if I spend, it takes away from her money too. So,
Yeah. Because there's nothing you really need to buy each other anymore.
yeah.
Except
I'm
maybe
just-
the boys
Hey.
are very pious nuts.
That's not true. That's not
Hey,
true.
we
Yeah.
had to. We had to today.
You got your
No,
mic.
Then I went and spent $70 at the
Yeah, I
Bloomsbury
got a new mic.
Marketplace.
I got a new mic,
You
and
hooked it up. You hooked it up.
I'm just
I-
like, thank you for not divorcing me. Thank you for still paying for my Disney pass. I
You know-
appreciate you. Thank
Yeah,
you for
there you
letting me
go.
buy all the ears I
That's
want.
good stuff. Yeah.
I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. I'm just glad you stick with me.
I laugh at these TikToks. Have you seen these TikToks on here where they're like, I'm going to surprise my boyfriend by taking my clothes off and walking into the next room and see his expression? Have you seen these TikToks yet?
Yes.
Well, I laugh at them because I'm like, yeah, us guys that have been married for years,
You're like,
you
"Eh."
probably look up and be like, hey, What are you doing? Put your clothes back on and pick the towel up off the floor. What, you want me to clean up after you? You know?
Josh is like,
The towel's gonna be dirty. More laundry for me to do.
Yeah,
Josh
what
is
are
like,
you
the
doing?
blinds are open.
Real good. I hope you're proud of yourself. It's like, no, this is not the way we're supposed to go.
I'm like, is this for the neighbors? The blinds are open.
Yeah. Why don't you just show it off?
The door's not
I
closed.
saw it when you walked into the shower. It's okay.
Completely different reaction whatsoever. Man, for
Hey
real.
guys, and what about TV shows that are from 2000 to now? Which one you like? The newest one. One that I like is it's a series. Band of
I don't
Brothers. Band of Brothers. was
Band of
pretty good.
Brothers was good.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I don't
We
know
don't
if
even
it's
have regular TV in our house. We disconnected everything. The only thing that
Same
we have
here.
is Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And Prime.
I'm
HBO
internet
Go.
entertainment now.
There are
I
just a
mean,
couple of
fully.
shows that we would watch regularly anymore, and that was we'd watch Modern Family, we would watch The Big Bang Theory,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that show.
Okay.
The Middle, and my favorite,
The
Schitt's
Middle.
Creek.
Oh, I started watching that. I haven't finished it though.
You
Schitt's
started
Creek.
watching it without me?
Yeah, it's not your type of comedy. Trust me. It's not.
Wow.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Because
Yeah.
he knows what I would do.
Yeah.
After 23 years, yeah, I think he knows.
Well, for me, I
The
mean,
Middle, definitely The Middle too.
in the 2000s, Breaking Bad. I loved Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
That was
and
that
Arrested,
was
Breaking Bad and Arrested
Can you-
Development.
Yeah.
First
Arrested.
three-
Oh man, Arrested
2
Development.
minutes and a half was
pure
good.
genius. The first 3 seasons of that show
Yeah.
was pure genius.
Yes.
And
I
not
agree.
everybody loved it, but I really enjoyed
I
The
liked
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed the comedy. I loved, what's his name now? I can't think of him.
Skinny guy Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Sheldon, really? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Blossom. I just love what's her
There-
name?
Yeah.
You know what was
She's
a great
a genius.
You know what was a great show though? Scrubs. Scrubs was a great show.
Scrub, really
Scrub.
funny.
It was
Jonathan
good.
Chong is also mentioning
Scrubs I couldn't get with. I'm sorry.
Kim's
but I couldn't.
Convenience. That's a show that a lot of people have not heard of.
We just started.
What
When
is
we
it?
started watching it, Kim's Convenience on. Just catch it. It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Kim's
Okay.
An import from Canada.
Of course.
That's what I have. Netflix. So.
was good?
I'm kind of dark. I watch a lot of serial killer
30 Rock.
30
documentaries.
Rock. Oh my goodness,
30
30
Rock.
Rock.
30 Rock. Oh.
30 Rock was a great show.
I don't think I ever
You're
saw
working
that.
for Tito. Why? It's after 6. What am I, a farmer?
I love him too though.
What about Coneheads?
Coneheads.
Oh, I remember. That was a movie though. That was a
Was it a
movie.
movie? Didn't they do?
It's a pretty one.
Did on
Saturday Night Live.
though, right?
Oh, okay, maybe that's what I'm
Just
thinking.
like the Blues Brothers.
The
Wasn't
Blues
Saturday
Brothers.
Night
Oh, I
Live.
love
Yeah.
the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, we go into movies. Man.
Anything old school.
Dexter.
Old school Dan Aykroyd. Old school Dan Aykroyd.
Dexter.
Dexter was
Yeah.
pretty
Dexter.
good.
I'm like, how many people can you murder in your city and nobody's figured it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky, we will make pomegranate jelly at Christmas time, and every time that it does that, our kitchen looks like a scene from Dexter.
Yeah.
Pomegranate jelly, that sounds good.
It,
It is
I
good.
have a friend that would make pomegranate tequila. She
Ooh,
somehow
wow.
would squeeze that pomegranate
Look at his
into.
face.
She'd get the what do you call it? Moonshine.
I'm coming
from,
over.
She'd get the moonshine from Mexico, the
Okay.
tequila, the white tequila moonshine, and mix it with that they squeezed her pomegranate juice and make that. It was so good. Sorry,
Okay.
he said pomegranate. He said food. I went to drinks.
I'm coming over.
Oswald.
a show that I liked too, really a lot, was Psych.
Psych.
Oh, yes.
It's like I never.
Like,
I
it's
didn't see
so
that.
good.
No. Oh, dude. Yes.
So good.
I like the
Oh,
first
okay.
season of Prison Break.
Prison Break. Prison Break was
Yeah,
good.
Prison Break's good.
Oh
And-
well.
Yeah, Psych was really good.
Well, we
What
have to
about
go. Go ahead, Gonzo. Sorry.
What about the one from Netflix? Orange.
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah,
I never got
Blue
into
Black.
that.
I like
I
it.
got I got through 4 seasons. I think. I don't think I've gone farther.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
like
tend
it.
to- Monk.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
that is Josh.
That's it. Just turn the live stream off. Monk. That's it. Done.
Josh-
Right there.
We're done. We're done.
We're done.
That's Josh.
I wish.
Oh
I
my
wish you'd
God.
start doing Monk again, man. I really
Dude,
do.
Tony, was it Tony Schwab, right?
Yeah,
That
That's
is so
his name?
you.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Tony Shalhoub.
Shalhoub.
Shalhoub,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I never know how to say his name. I love that guy.
This is Monk, and
I
I'm
love
the
that guy.
assistant.
Yeah. Oh God, that was just a great show.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that could be topped for me anyway. I loved Monk. That was.
I was a Monk. I was a Monk fan.
I know everybody else loves Grey's Anatomy. I've never watched it though.
No.
Love
I've never watched it.
Love it.
Grey's
Is it
Anatomy.
good? Everybody loves it, but I've
New
never
season
seen it.
started today. It started the other day in Netflix. 16, is it? Something like that. The new season.
Mhm.
there.
You know, I watched it in the beginning, but I probably haven't watched it in 5 years or something.
What's the one that just came
Netflix.
out that we got totally hooked on? It's about the FBI when they started learning about serial
Oh,
killers.
something Minds.
There's it's really good. It's about
Criminal. No.
Yeah, no.
No,
It's
no,
about
no.
serial killers, but it's
It's
not
on Netflix.
It's not
On Netflix?
necessarily about the serial killers, but it's about the FBI when they started
It's-
trying to go past like the actual crime and looking into what was causing when they were learning how to discover it was a serial killer.
Gotcha.
What is that called?
Oh gosh,
It's a really good series.
Too. I mean, it gets into the psychology of
Murder She Wrote.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember Murder She Wrote.
Yeah, Mar brought up Murder She
You know,
Wrote.
one of my favorite series, but they aren't making them anymore, is Sherlock.
Oh,
Sherlock.
I love Sherlock.
Doctor Who.
I love that. Yeah, that was good.
Doctor Who. Yeah,
Yeah, I love
Doctor Who.
Sherlock.
What happened to Doctor Who? Is he still going?
He always changes. There's a different Doctor
Yeah, I
Who
think
every
it's a
time.
girl.
Yeah.
There's a woman Doctor Who now.
Oh my god, I watched
There's a woman.
Celia
Doctor.
Cruz. I watched Celia Cruz on Netflix.
That would be Carmen Sandiego.
Okay. Okay, this is. I got the name of the show Becker's recommending, and I recommend this for everybody. It's called
really good.
Mind Hunter.
Mine.
And
Yeah.
it's not necessarily they
It's
do
based off of true stories, basically. Kind of. It's when the FBI converted from just straight like, let's go capture bad guys to actually thinking about how could we find the bad guys ahead of time and serial killers and stuff like that.
So it gets into
Crazy good show.
it gets into when the
That sounds
FBI
good.
started trying to learn about their psyche and what they were thinking and what causes them to do what they were
They
doing.
actually went back and interviewed serial killers to find out their thought process.
Wow.
And so that's how that's when they started learning about, instead of being just gun-toting FBI guys, to actually investigation and like psychology and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about Tiger King? That's pretty good.
Tiger King!
I
Bring
only
it
fought
to exotic! Bring
Carol
it to exotic!
Baskin! She murdered her husband.
I only saw
I
that
don't wanna hear
like
about it.
partway
I love it.
through, but I was
love
like,
it.
this is so much drama. Like they're all drama. Like all of these people are crazy and they all deserve each other. They were
Yes.
all crazy. But how about some of his outfits?
Oh my goodness!
No.
And the lip syncing, the outfits, it's so bad. You can't stop watching. It's so bad
Oh,
that
man.
it's so good.
Well, if you have TikTok, then you know Carol Baskin song from him. It's hilarious.
I don't do TikTok because I'm not 12.
No, I know.
Oh.
I resisted. I resisted
Oh.
TikTok forever.
Josh is
And-
I
hooked.
know.
I don't.
Bring it. Bring
Yeah.
it later.
I don't post on TikTok, but I just get caught up
can't.
and I can't
Yes,
stop.
I know.
Like once
He
you start, you
slapped
can't
me.
stop.
He
Kitty?
slapped me.
Sometimes I'll go into TikTok and suddenly it's 30 minutes later. Like, how did
Yes.
that happen?
You're like,
Josh
where did
totally.
the day go? It's like it's nighttime already. I'm like, what happened?
I'll let you show them, but you can't post it on TikTok. I will let you show them.
Oh, I have the
Josh
best
slapped
TikTok.
me because he did that stupid string pull.
No,
I
that was
don't
in the
watch
vlog already
TikTok,
posted.
but
I got her so good.
Yeah,
She fell for it. You guys, I pulled an invisible string through her ear, right? And I said, hold this side. And then I said, and I was holding this side and she was holding this side. I said, pull it. And so she pulls it and I go, bah! And I slap her in the head.
But get this, I'm in the middle of trying to sew 40 masks. I don't have time for him. Just do what you got to do, boy. I'm trying to sew. Yeah, you can show them the TikTok, but
No, it's live. You're going to show the world.
you can. You just can't post it on TikTok.
Kind of
I asked,
Okay, so I'm
Just wait till we finish.
I'm homeschooling
wait till
my
we finish.
granddaughter. Okay.
he's going to wait till we finish.
Okay. I'm homeschooling my granddaughter.
Wait till we finish.
Oh yeah, we'll finish this one.
Okay. How about house?
Oh,
I forgot about House. Yeah.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah,
I was addicted to that. I watched every episode of that.
I like Somebody Loves Raymond. I like the mom.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Of
yeah.
course.
And
Classic.
Laura brought up The Walking Dead. Did anybody watch The Walking
Oh
Dead?
yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
And then my brother also brought up Desperate Housewives.
Oh,
Desperate
yeah.
Oh
Housewives.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Correct. Yeah.
Vikings.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Vikings.
I
Yes.
like
Yummy.
Vikings.
Vikings.
She
Yeah.
says yummy.
Chappelle Show. I'm just saying.
You can watch that without the sound on. That is.
I love Kelly.
Yeah. Guys,
Oh,
Give me
my
a bunch
new
of
one-
Vikings.
My new one is Outlander. Oh, my heavens.
I
Oh,
haven't watched that. I'm on.
that is hot.
I'm hooked on Last Kingdom, and I got
Miami
Josh hooked
Vice.
on Last Kingdom.
That's right, Mark. Miami Vice.
Last Kingdom, very
Miami
good
Vice.
too. Very good.
How
Yummy
did we get in
delicious.
2 hours
The
in and
best.
not mention Miami Vice?
I know,
I know,
right?
How did we do that?
Like, how do we miss that?
Absolutely.
How do we miss that white suit?
Not wearing socks.
Right?
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That is
Music.
so true. I mean, I
Everything.
know all you guys had one of those blazers where the t-shirt,
The
no
Blazers.
socks,
Did you?
right?
Okay.
Looking good.
I dig the boat. I wish I had the boat.
Oh,
This is one that I don't think everybody watched or would know about, but I did.
I loved it.
And it was called Burn Notice.
Yeah.
I know this.
Sounds familiar.
It was good.
It was on USA Network. It was
You said
so
Burn
good.
Notice?
Burn
Yeah.
Notice.
Yeah. That was,
Yep.
So good. And
No, no,
the name,
comments about
Yes.
let's see, White Collar.
yeah, the name's kind of forgettable, but the guy is just. I mean, the series was just great for
It
me
was
anyway.
Yeah,
I
we
saw
watched
that
it.
one.
I could never see a series all the way
Oh.
to the end, because then it just gets a little crazy,
No.
you know, towards the end.
I'm sorry, I just saw one. Chuck.
What?
Sure.
Chuck.
Well, I
With
never
Zachary
watched
Levi.
That
Yeah.
sounds. That sounds.
It was on
Zachary
NBC. He was like undercover. He worked at like an electronics store, but he was like he became like an undercover like agent or something. He had something in it.
He was an
I gue-
undercover operative.
I guess yes.
And he was kind of inept about it, but
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I liked him. I liked that one.
Yes.
Yeah, I
You
don't
get me.
think I
You
remember.
understand. Dude, if you haven't, I mean,
It's
it's
good.
comedy, it's action, it's Chuck. It's 2007, so it's more recent,
Oh.
That was reason.
but you have to.
It's a really good. You don't have to.
Well, you
but
don't
it's
have
really
to. No, no. You know what, Al? You have to.
You have to.
Chuck.
Okay, I will.
That is up your alley. That's
I
all
will
I'm
chuck.
saying.
I will chuck as soon as I can.
Wow. Well, guys, it's almost 2 hours already. Woo!
What?
This is what happens.
You're
This
is what
happens.
We have fun.
that's yours.
We have fun.
This is what happened.
Guys, right here live, I'm gonna tell you that we all should come back next week if you guys can, and we talk about movies.
Oh my
We gotta do movies.
goodness.
We gotta
So,
do movies.
Let me
Yeah.
know during the week, and we can do movies, and let's talk about from the 70s up to now movies.
Because you
All right.
realized I was old, huh? Thank you.
I'm in. I'm in. Mark it on
Uh,
your calendar. I'm in.
Cool. We're gonna talk about it.
It
Yes.
shows
By
in
the
the
way,
plan.
over there in California, maybe not yet, but here it's 1:00 in the morning. So happy Mother's Day to everyone
Oh
in the
my
chat.
goodness, you're
Nikki
crazy.
Bunch.
Happy Mother's
Thank
Day.
you.
Becky,
Happy Mother's Day, Becky.
Mother's Day.
Thank you, you too, my little redhead.
It's not my fault you put this on so late.
Nah, it's
I
good,
know.
man.
I
For me,
I'm
it's
good.
good.
He
I'm
thinks
good.
that I don't need sleep.
I
I'm good.
know,
I'm
Kelly.
good for at least
I-
2 hours of a good time. So
I don't
like
know how
the
you do
late
it, Kelly.
night thing. I like the late night thing because I just feel like we're more free to do.
Yeah,
things
I think so
like
Talk
too.
more
you
stuff.
know? Yeah.
We always talk Disney. Al, you weren't here the first 30 minutes. We talk about Disney.
Oh, that's.
I thought Al wasn't gonna be my pal tonight, but you know
Oh, well,
he came along and he
He's
showed up.
always your pal.
He
You
came
need to
through.
share. I'm everybody's pal.
Before we go, let's talk about real quick what we're having in your channels real quick during this week, or what you have right now planned. Before we go, PTV, if you want to start, go ahead. What you got coming up?
Monday night, we are doing our ongoing series called the Disney Plus Movie Club. We are going to be showing or talking about the movie Pete's Dragon from 1977.
Nice.
The
So
original.
watch the
Yeah.
movie. Join us on Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. We'll be doing that. And then
Forward
if
to
I can
that.
get the edit done, I'll be dropping a video in the next couple of days or so. I'm not saying what that is because it's a surprise for my brother as well. So he doesn't know what it is yet.
Nice. Thank you
There's
so much
another
for
video
being here.
coming up, and it's going to be one that you're going to want to watch.
Cool.
It's all about food.
Oh, yay! I
nice.
like food.
Nice.
And then of course my brother also has his weekly show, Life with Ben. You can find that on Pepper Tree Villa.
Life with
Cool.
Ben.
Nice. Thank you so much for you guys being here. I appreciate it
Absolutely.
so much. Appreciate it so
So
much.
fun. So
And
fun.
you're welcome. If you want to come next week, let me know. You're welcome to come in.
Thank you.
Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Al, if you can put his link in the meantime.
I'm on it right now.
Perfect. Appreciate you so much. So much. Thanks for being here.
Pal,
Midlife.
We're a pal.
Yeah, man. Midlife. What's going on?
I don't know.
Well,
do we even know what's going
Yeah.
on?
Well, we stopped the daily vlog this last weekend or just this last week. I know, because my workload at work has become greater as the economy is starting to open up.
Good.
So I just had to take
Good.
that. It was definitely a stress relief for me, and it was something to keep me busy during this time at home, and I enjoyed it. But I was sad to see it go, actually. But it just my work had to took over. But we did go to Knott's Berry Farm, so we have a Knott's Berry Farm vlog coming up, and with the chicken.
Awesome.
And then on our Tuesday night live stream, I'm going to be showing all the fun stuff that I got at the Knott's Berry Farm Marketplace. And it's just a good old time on our Tuesday night live streams. And we're still doing vlogs. We're still doing news vlogs and some home vlogs here and there, just not daily. So we're still creating the content and getting it out there and just keeping busy and having a good time doing it. That's what we believe. You got to have a good time doing it.
Yep.
And
We just really feel
That's
you have to like what you're doing.
Yeah.
You have to enjoy it.
And one thing that we've actually said, and I'm not just saying it, but we really like being on this Saturday night stream.
Yeah.
Really
Fun.
from the very first time, we were like, we had a really good time. And then when you invited us back, we were like, yeah, we're coming back for sure.
We didn't realize it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours.
And now I think we're like third or fourth time. It's like we're just having a ball. So
Well,
we
you
just have
could
a
be
great
our
time.
voice from the other lands of from the California lands.
Yes.
Josh, what time is your vlog on or your live show on Tuesday nights?
On Tuesday nights, we do 7 p.m. Pacific time, so that's 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
And that's we usually run about an hour to 2 hours, and it's just a good time. We just have a good time.
Perfect.
Excellent. Looking
Good.
forward.
Good. Thanks so much. Make sure you subscribe to our friends as well. I will put the link.
The link's in.
Kelly. Beautiful Kelly. What you got going on?
I love
We
Saturday.
want the redhead.
I love your stinking face, Kelly.
Yeah, the
Love
boy.
it.
Thank you. I love this. I'm actually working on some Universal videos I had filmed with Taylor. We went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So I think first up, I'm going to do a tour through Honeydukes and some of the rides and stuff. So it's going to be pretty fun editing this week. I'm in a mug collection video tag thing by Crispy's Corner. That's on the 22nd, which I just found out I was in yesterday.
I don't know how you keep up with all those.
Oh,
They stress me out. They stress
and
me
then, oh goodness! But I'm
Kelly's
looking
a busy
forward to being
woman.
back here Saturday. I'm inviting myself, so I can't wait for
You're,
the movie edition. That's
you're
gonna be
part of
awesome.
Saturdays. You don't have a
course.
choice, Kelly. I'm sorry. I didn't know if that was in the that was the fine line in the contract that you had to put the glasses on to see.
You
Yeah.
signed, Kelly. You signed.
Yeah, we have the redhead. The redhead is part of the YouTubers.
Make sure-
I
make
love
sure-
it. These Saturdays are so fun. Hang out with Becky and Josh, my good friends Alan Gonzo, and PTV's in the house.
Yes, I know, right?
I know.
See, Josh Leverett. He says,
like,
"Hey,
"Peace."
I'm done. I'm done. I'm out
He's
of
like,
here.
mic drop. Damn.
Where'd Yaya go?
He had issues with the internet. Yeah, by the way, guys.
Oh, he
sorry.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
issues with the
I was
internet.
hoping he was okay. Nothing much drastic.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Kelly. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Al,
Yes,
what you got, buddy?
I've been. Gosh, I don't even know how to. describe it.
Everybody in the chat, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment after. Go
Yes,
ahead, Al.
please. And tell us what's your favorite TV show.
Yes, please.
Al, go ahead.
But I've been really diligent. I guess diligently. I'm going to use that word. Diligently working on a YouTube video that I'm never going to do again. It's one of those things where you do it and you're like, this is going to be great. This is a great idea. And then you start doing it and you start editing it and you're like, no, we're not doing this anymore. No, it's taking me 5 days to edit. I'm not doing this again. So, but it's going to be a great video. It's probably going to get at least 5 to 6 views. It's going to be awesome. You know,
What is this video?
Welcome to YouTube.
it's that thing we talked about so many times about how, you know, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into a video and you get like 5 or 6 views, and then you just throw a video out there and you get 500 views for some reason. But yeah, so no, but I'm looking forward to putting this out. It's another breakdown that I've been working on. I'm also doing a lot of live with Mr. Gonzo up here. Also, looking forward to getting back to parks, man. I've actually been like getting things ready. I don't know if all of you have yet or not, but I've been like literally, if you go in my house, there's a bag packed by the front door, ready to go to the parks and start, because I'm just looking forward to doing some, not so much going to the parks and like enjoying the parks, which, you know, I'm looking forward to that, but I'm looking forward to making videos. You know, I just miss going to the theme parks and making videos with this man right here, first of all. Second of all, the robe and everything. I can't wait. And I'm so excited to go. And I hope I see all of you out there soon. Midlife, you need to come over here, of course.
I've never been. I'll just keep saying that until he takes
You need
me.
to get over here.
We're trying to calendar it.
We got to take her to Trader Sam's.
I know. We got a Lonnie and we got, yeah. Oh,
I don't know why. I just want to do Epcot so badly.
Oh,
Like that is so
Epcot is the best park there.
Because
Around
Epcot
the
is the
world.
best.
Like I don't even know. And okay, I know you guys might be shocked. I have no idea. I don't watch the videos about what's going on, but I just so badly want to go to Epcot. Like
Yes.
I just see food and
You have
drinks
to.
Rings.
in
Yes.
my dreams, spinning around like Alice in Wonderland or something. Like
Yes.
You're gonna have to carry me out of Epcot.
It's a
It
date.
does start
And we
looking
will.
like that after
Mark
you're
that down,
about halfway
Gonzo.
around the World Showcase and you've been drinking a little bit. It does kind of look like food and drink.
And I'm gonna go with you locals that know how to do it right. You know, like when you go and you've never been there, it's like
You say locals or locals?
Locals.
the local locals. The local locals. I want to go with you guys. It's like when people come out to, it's like when people come out to Disneyland, they've never been, and they're like, oh, you know, we're gonna go to the park. We're like, yeah. And they're like, you know, do you guys want to go? We're like, yeah. And they're like kind of looking forward to us to guide them. We're like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it. You know, do you guys want to take your time and miss a lot of things? Or are you guys trying to hit a lot of rides? What's your goal?
No,
And sometimes we slam them through everything. You know.
don't worry. We got you.
Yeah.
Epcot,
Yes.
drinking.
I want to go
and
with somebody
eating.
that knows what
You
they're
come with a
doing.
blank slate, and we're gonna take care of
Honestly,
you. And you're gonna be going back on the plane, being like, "That was the best time I've ever had."
Yeah.
I want to come back having to wear dark sunglasses on the plane. You know.
Oh,
what I
you
mean?
will.
Yeah.
That's
You
how
will.
You're gonna miss your first flight, by the way. Just prepare for that.
Disney with us, they want that patented walk through Walt's footsteps tour.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we give it to them. We give them
Yes.
every single detail about the park, and to the point where,
could do it.
like, please, can I take in any more information? I don't know.
I love it. I love
Good
it.
stuff.
That's
awesome.
like a dream to have you guys, walk you through Disneyland. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Mark
gonna be
said
pretty cool.
Gonzo and Al need plaid vests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
And like Josh.
I'm not paying you $600 an hour though.
Why?
I'll buy you a
come
couple
on.
of drinks. Josh has been,
that's
and
it.
he's
Easy.
up. He's up on all the videos and everything. To me, honestly, when I go, I'm gonna be like a little kid in a candy shop. That's like
Oh yes.
that
you
is exactly how I'm
will.
gonna
Especially
be.
with Epcot. Epcot is the adult playland, man. It
And
really
it's gonna
is.
be hard getting her out of
I'm
Mexico.
inspired
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take me to Mexico last.
by that. That's the first stop.
That's the
actually.
first
Yeah.
Always go left. Always go to Mexico first.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the first.
Yeah.
That's the first. All right, Al. Thanks so much, buddy, and make sure
Thank you,
you
thank
put
you.
your link so you can subscribe.
Yes,
Good
I
job.
did.
All
Check
right,
out
cool.
my channel. I did. Yep.
Guys, for me, real quick, tomorrow, Happy Mother's Day. We're gonna have Breakfast with Pals at 10 in the morning Eastern time.
Yes.
So in a few hours, make sure you be there at 10 in the morning. And we're
Yes,
going to
I will.
celebrate Mother's Day. And then next week, we start it again. Disney Nutz.
Thank you. And thank you for having us on. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
No, thank you. We're going to have all the streams again and hopefully some vlogs and having fun. That's what it is. I like to have fun. Again, chat, thanks so much for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure you put in the comments which shows do you like. Come next week, we're going to talk about the movies. All right? I'm
Yes, I
going to
like it.
Doing
bring these
movies.
people back. I love them. I have fun. Hopefully you guys have fun as well. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. Be safe. Wash your hands. Happy Mother's Day.
And as always, we'll see you real soon.
Bye-bye.